Hello. Well, hello nobody, to be honest. I doubt anyone's got here this early. That would be absolutely fucking crazy. Lunacy. Batshit. Mental-tastic. Anyway, where were we? Or where was I, rather? I was doing some layout stuff in blueprint mode and on the search for sand, which looks like we've found a reasonably close supply. I am actually thinking maybe I should just take the magma to the sand, as is so often the easier way. We are going to have to do some sort of reinforcement around here. This is a serious weakness. A breach, even, perhaps. Perhaps. Anyway, let's have a look at the layout that we've got here with our blueprints, because I'm kind of toying with the idea of being templatey and having sort of like a standard layout for every floor. I've already dealt with the bedroom situation, and I've done 25 floors of these three little 7x7s all the way up. Well, not all the way up, 25 floors up, excuse me. And so we'll sequentially just de-blueprint, we will sequentially de-blueprint them, and then as we need them, we can add more to the system relatively easily. There's not a massive walk to any of them. I mean, excluding the staircase, but hey-ho. I like the having everyone path through the staircase idea, because, you know, if we put our mist generator there, then everybody's going to get a lovely little splooshing. And nothing a dwarf loves more than a daily, if not hourly sploosh, maybe even minutely. Secondly, constant splooshing, non-stop, splishy splooshy. Anyway, what was that? Yes, okay, doing the bedrooms. And then I was thinking about what to do on the other floors. Should I have this sort of like big rectangular room for each industry and then sort of build them up? Or do we make this just for the mines and the smelteries? And then do we instead have a different layout on one of these floors? Because I'm noticing that the fortress is once we've sort of pulled it back to the sort of testicle shape and trimmed all the slope and everything and made it into more of a vertical edifice, I think why is that there? Don't put that there, you goofy goober. I think we'll have a better idea of what we can build into, so maybe I should focus on that first. That said, it would be nice to get like a dining room or something in, maybe have like a few like prepared spaces for guild halls, because we're already in trouble with this guild hall. Let's unpause. I'm sitting here watching Pause Fortress, and now everybody can move around. So this here is, by the look of it, the extent of the sand. I'm going to try doing a little... Oh, actually, maybe quite a big dig? Oh, I want to know how far this extends. Let's do that. Let's actually... There we go. Unblueprint it. And let's also delete these, because clearly that's stone, not sand. And we're looking for sand tiles. Come on, sand tiles. There we go. It's a little annoying when I forget to turn off the blueprint designation, but I think it's probably a good discipline to get into, have the blueprint go down first and then de-blueprint it, because then it kind of forces me to look at it before I just blindly approve it. It's just like a little step to prevent accidents and wrongitudes. If nothing else, this sand digging will upgrade the skills of the miners. And we're finding some gems. Also, it's crucial to know if any of this sand goes like deep into the fortress, because that's gonna be a problem. A problem. So there's a lot of peat on the ground floor as well. I wonder if we're going to have to actually do some reinforcement. We'll see. No sieges yet. And in fact, I don't even know what sort of civilizations are nearby and could siege us. So there's a possibility. Schnicked! Whoa, what's this? We can capture wolverines. The wolverine has become enraged. Well, I mean, it's kind of what they're known for, right? If you sort of discount yellow spandex. Right, where were we? Here we go. This is the sand floor. This is one floor up from entryway. We've got a dormitory here. I'll unpause again, it's fine. The wolverine is not fighting any of us. It's fighting just something else. This seems to be nearly full, so I'm going to compress it. It's cheeky, it's cheaty, but I like to think of my position in Dwarf Fortress as that of a sort of semi-deific figure, like a pseudo-god, a crypto-god. No, that sounds horrible. Okay, so we've got mechanisms, we've got a stoneworker's workshop making blocks. Should I start decorating the entryway already? No, it's going to take too many hands away from other tasks that are no doubt going to be important. It's going to take long enough to fill up the magma anyway. So let's go back up to the sand. Holy cow, there is a lot of sand here. Let's dig that out. There we go. It is a little concerning. Excuse me. Does this sand go all the way through? Holy shit. It is a lot. Oh, we want to find some clay. That would be nice. A little bit of clay would go a long way. Oh no, all of this looks like it's sand. Making this very precarious. I mean, we could cut it all back, go right back to the mountain, but it doesn't seem to be making a huge difference that we've undermined it all, so let's just let it roll. See what happens. Oh, hang on. No, I don't think we want any of this crap. Come on. Stop. Don't dig the microcline. Make besiegers dig the microcline. Oh, and also rhyolite. Let them dig that out as well. Gemstones, however, diggly wiggly. Let's do it bigly. Hello, Rando. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Well, thanks for joining me at the moment. I think you're the only person watching currently. But that could change. You never know. It's a dynamic world in which we live. There we go. Just bold statements there. No real semantic content. Okay, let's dig out more of this. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. Right. Do I want to start digging out any of this yet? I don't think it's particularly necessary. Let's have a look at the options I've got for workshops. We need to do a textiles one at some point. Farming, we do need to sort out. That would be nice. That is a high priority thingamajiggle, because at the moment, hiccups. At the moment, it's mainly based in our sort of peat situation here. A lot of this is going to get pulled back. Actually, let's, rather than being all silly with the sand, We've got a mood. Okay. Moody Dwarf is claiming a workshop. Are they, though? We'll keep an eye on that. We don't want to be caught short. Okay, where is the level we're taking the shape from? Here. Good. And now what we need to do is come up here and say... That's right. Remove all the ramps. Bit annoyed that some of this is sand. That's going to cause issues. We'll probably have to dig that back. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I suppose I could use the design tool to sort of get the nearest dimensions. And literally cut it back to like a tower. Mind you, we can't do... Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that. Invert. Ah. So I do that, and then we just move it so it's 3 away from the other side of the cleft. There. Check for... Well, no, it's symmetrical. How could it possibly cause problems? There we go. Dig that out, but we also want to ensure that we... Don't dig that. That's got to go. And then we sort of just dig everything outside of the template that we've done. So like all that. All that. And all that. Yeah? I think that might work. No guarantees, of course, but I think it might. Let's have a look and see what happens. It's going to take a little while. It's a ambitious little situation. Oh, hold on. Oh, I've got a little bit more deletion to do. We also don't really want that. Oh, we don't really want that. That looks about right. There we go. Balls Mountain takes shape. No, ramps and sand, difficult. You don't want ramps because skateboarders might run over your nuts, which is not good. Never actually caught my testicles in the trucks of a skateboard, but I can easily imagine how painful it would be. Oh, let me just rearrange myself. There we go. That's more reassuring. 15 stream streak. Holy shit. Excuse me. Glug glug. Okay, so our lads are going to come up and trim all this mountainside back. Hopefully everything will be stone. Because if it's not, that's going to cause problems. I'm not going to watch this. I should have done that at a lower priority, because now tier 4 is just that. And we have to make anything that we want to actually get done immediately higher. What? Why is there blood on the sand? Oh, these blooming Syntosauri. They're just all over the place. Olives, eh? Coffee cherries and olives. Coffee and olives. Oh shit, we should take an eye on our Moody Dwarf. I forgot about them. Let's just wait for the save to finish. Come on, Moody. Where are you? What are you doing? Hopefully they'll have claimed a stoneworkers or a mechanics workshop, because if they're not, then we are done. We are duffed up. Okay, slightly better framing there, rather than having me nestled in the tiny bottom. Pardon? Oh, they've begun the mysterious construction already. No need to worry whatsoever. Cancels, remove stairs and ramps, inappropriate dig square. Hello, the next migrant named Football. Okay, Tidy, I'm sure we can accommodate that. We are getting migrants, so that's good, but I feel like I might have capped it at 40. We'll see. We'll see how... If it turns up next time we get 5 people, and that's it, then I think we're probably capped at 40. But obviously, that's not going to stop a migrant coming and you getting a namey. Toulon Tekakud. Ooh, Shreya, peasant has created Gishgilkizest. Thing. A chromite scepter. She claims it as a family heirloom. Sure. Claim the chromite scepter. Go for it. Okay. I've got a lot of this outdoors digging going on. Why is none of the smoother-roonies happening? It's tier 1. People should be down here rubbing it off. What gives? Hello, opposable thumbs. Welcome back. Do I start digging out bedrooms as well? I don't know. One of the problems with this whole furore is that I'm going to have to repeat it on multiple levels. Ah, shit, sand. That's not what I was hoping for. Especially not at the top of the dig. Okay, we'll have to check. We'll have to see what we can do about this. Some kind of wall. Or maybe if it's high enough, maybe we can put a moat around Balls Mountain. Get a bit of magma moat going on. That would be nice. Everybody loves a magma moat. With the possible exception of the people laying siege to your balls. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Lay siege as much as you like. That is a lot of sand, isn't it? I wonder if it will go all the way across like this. Oh, don't be 3. Don't be tier 3. I want you on tier 5. Because you're not super urgent, but it would be nice to know, you know. Should also probably de-blueprintate it. There we go. De-blueprintation complete. Have I gone too far? Ah, there we go. I did go too far. Far too far. Far too far. I realise I should now have... I should probably have done the designation on multiple levels and then use the blueprint system, sort of do it layer by layer. Because now I've got to realign everything. Which is not impossible. I can align it on this top level and then down the bottom. That should be fine. Boop, down the bottom. Maybe I should do that now. No, let them dig. Or, I could use channeling orders, couldn't I? I could just channel down from the floor above. In fact, that will be easier because that will deal with the issue of not having floor there. Excellent news. Excuse me. Maybe the old windy pops there. I wonder if the sand is significantly easier than anything else to channel. I know it's quicker to mine, but I'm not sure about channeling. You can be on tier 4. Got a channeling order. Just do all that. There we go. Actually, probably best first if we chippy chop that. Oh, why you got to be like this with the blueprints on the chopping as well? I only asked for... Oh, thank you very much, Blink. Much appreciated. We've got a follow there. Very nice. Right. So we channel down there. I can also assign the channelings here. Not much activity going on this side. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, do I want these little knobs here? Oh, yeah, we'll leave them. We'll leave them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got the general shape. We know exactly... Balls Mountain is going to look right. It'll be... Well, I won't look right, but It will look like a pair of balls. That much we can be confident on. We can hold on to that. Right. Do some more digging. Here we go. Let's designate all of this to be channeled. Ah, okay. Seeing a major flaw here. Oh, no, it's not a major flaw. We haven't previously undermined it, so it doesn't... None of this is going to collapse based on the fact that we're channeling it out. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I know I've said that before in situations where perhaps it wasn't warranted, but this time, things are going to be different. Surely, it can't be the same. Not again. We've done it so many times before. Here we go. That's it. Get it all in, and then I can use the deblueprintator, not deblueprint. That would be crazy. Hello, Romanoid Troll. Welcome back again. Thanks for joining us again. Some foggy balls. We'll have the air condensing, or the water condensing out of the air. Air doesn't condense out of water, does it? Is that what happens when you boil it? Oh my god, my brain. It doesn't really understand science. Okay, let's deblueprint all of this. There we go. Did I miss some? Oh no, it's just already been dug out. And I don't think it's going to take too long to carve all this mountain back. I think we'll be all right. I think it'll happen in a goodly amount of time. And if we need anything else to happen, we just make it higher priority. It's easy. It's not just easy, it's easy peasy. That said, nobody is doing any stone smoothing. WTF? What's going on here? Stone cutters, everybody does this. Legendary stone cutter. Okay. Well, you're definitely doing that. What about this guy? A novice. Normally a leather worker. Oh, these guys must have been migrants coming in the last wave, because they've got skills that they couldn't possibly have practiced here. And let's give them a couple of peasants on the stone smoothing team. We'll have Etta Lorgitnuk and Dodden det est oblel. There we go. In they go. And then we say... Oh, it's already on only selected do this. Well, let's temporarily set them to only smooth, which is probably foolhardy. But, you know, sometimes you have to be foolhardy. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. Don't quote me on that. Or at least, if you quote me on it, also include the one about me not being sure about it. That's only fair, right? You've got to leave the caveats in place. Come on. How's this smoothing going on here? Not too bad. This is all coming down to stone now, which is good, but also it's going to be slower. This sand bit is giving a false impression of how fast it should be, or can happen. Actually, just doing the channeling, it's very effective. Ah. Okay. I realise now that we probably need to do the floors above, and channeling them is going to be trouble. It's not going to be any trifling feat. What's this? Quartz. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Can I just have a quick look inside your brains, dwarves? I want to see what's going on here. Nishto Gum Ushat, the dwarven child, currently attending a meeting. Well, I think that's probably one of the reasons they're so sad. Apart from the fact that they look like one of the, what are they called? The midwich cuckoos. An Amish midwich cuckoo. Let's have a little look. I feel so good. Grouchy when caught in the rain. Euphoric due to inebriation. What a childhood. Annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. Well, you know what? I think we can actually do something about the goblet, cup, mug conundrum. I think we've got the means by which we can solve it. Because look, a stonecutter's workshop, which has been completely de-jobbed because somebody took it on as a mood. So we were making blocks in here, but now all we've got to do is type in Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the Learned Gear is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious crafts dwarves. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningless death. Oh no. Not meaningless. Surely not. Right. So it's a crafts dwarf workshop which allows you to make mugs. Well, it's amazing that I don't already know that. Crafts dwarf workshop. Bosh. High priority, please. Get it done. We need mugs. You fucking mug. We're doing all right brewing drinks from plants. I'm surprised we've managed to keep it on a loop for so long. It suggests we're drinking barrels full quickly. And what's this? Bitter oranges, guavas, rambutans, pomelos, and macadamia nuts. Oh, macadamia. There we go. What I really realise now is that I could just sort of paint these areas over where you see the fruit, and then bish bash bosh, fruit will get collected. Fruity. These are just leaves, or are they? I don't know. Maybe there are leaves. Maybe there's fruit under the leaves. I don't think we're going to have huge problems sourcing booze in this biome. That said, I'm not quite sure where we are in terms of seasons. What's the weather like around here? It's going to happen come winter. It's autumn now. That's a lot of fruit, isn't it? That'll do. No climbing up. Done. Where was the other one? The other... It's over here. I'm removing the massive zone and maybe come over to the other one. Just painting a few more bitsy bobs is... Bitsy bobs! I think for the olives we're going to need to have some sort of screw press because I think the only thing we can get of use out of them is olive oil. There we go. Okay. So, cannot remove stairs. Yeah. Stuck pyrite, birth to piglets, lambs, turkey gobblers and kittens. Outpost liaisons here. Merchants have arrived. Oh, yes, the merchants. Shit. I mean, we don't really have anything to trade. Do we have any tatty clothing? No, not yet. We don't really want to sell any artifacts. We could sell our one artifact. What was it again? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong slider. The Carmine what now? It's only worth about £1,000. It's frankly naff. Then again, the person who owns it will probably get a little bit moody if we sell it, won't we? Let's have a look what we got here. What's our most valuable shit? The steel bars, of course. Obsidian. We could sell some basalt mechanisms. It's not really that exciting, but we've got a few. There we go. Basalt mechanisms. If we've got any stuff that they've got that we want, then hopefully we'll be able to trade for it. Oh, you can sell artifacts, no problem. Okay. Maybe we'll sell it at a later date. Let's just get this early trade done easy. Oh, I should be carving up the gems, shouldn't I? What a silly goose. I should check the mountain carving as well. Oh, it looks like Oh, okay, I'm a floor too high. But it looks like this is done pretty well, I think. Yes. So let's add another tranche of ball trimming. Where's the floor? There we go. I really should trim it back on the floor above. Hello, Buttone. Welcome back. Why is Geshud, the outpost liaison, hanging onto the side of the fucking cliff? Oh, goof. You fucking idiot. Let's construct some stairs underneath him. Make it high priority, people, please. You goofy goobers. Because once they're built, he'll be able to climb down again, and we'll be able to remove those stairs. How has he ended up there? Foolish. Highly foolish. That's what this is. Foolhardiness. It's annoying you can't set up like an alarm to ping you when they've done something. Okay, someone's working on it. The job has been picked up. That's the important thing to know. Dumat Ed Umstigaz has become a herbalist. That's nice. Ladders are more trouble than they're worth in most cases. Someone will climb up into a tree and then be like, I can't get down anymore. I'm stuck. And you just have to just suck it up. Meeting place. Next 2000. Agreed to build a guild hall. Build a guild hall. Build that funky guild hall. Do I want to put doors in here as well as the thing? I might. I think I might. Gonna construct a wall right there using not andesite. Don't use andesite, you fucking idiot. Let's use... Not building with boulders anymore, thank you very much. We'll leave logs on because I'll be able to do something about that. Any material? What we got? Willow, rubber wood, obsidian, chromite, and andesite. Let's make a nice obsidian block. I like an obsidian block. Or an obsidian wall, even. The most ornery dwarf. Okay. Well, I'll interpret that as the angriest, perhaps. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Nish To'ogum Ushat, the dwarven child, is currently our saddest child. Let's take a quick peek at their personality. Poor focus. He would never, under any circumstances, speak up or otherwise put forth his point of view in a discussion. He is a pessimist. He isn't given to flights of fancy. He doesn't handle stress well. He tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals. He doesn't try to get things done perfectly. He occasionally overindulges. He tends to be a bit stubborn in changing his mind about things. He inhales sharply when he's angry, and he needs alcohol to get through the working day. I mean, okay, I don't know if I'd describe them as ornery. Let's have a look at the next. It's Ezumzanoslimul, the peasant. Let's have a look. What have you got going on here? Ezum Hopeful Gold. Sorry, Ezum Hopeful Gold. An astounding feel for the position of his own body, a great feel for social relationships, a sharp intellect, and a natural inclination towards language. But he has meager creativity. He never becomes angry. I mean, this is clearly not the guy, but I feel like this guy needs to be put into a position of authority. Why is he so sad? Ezum Likotsikel. He's a leather worker with a top knot, an amazing spatial sense, and a deep well of patience. He cleaves to an austere lifestyle, disdaining even minor immodesties in appearance. He does not generally seek retribution for past wrongs. He has a great trouble mastering fear when confronted by danger. Okay, he is not what I would describe as ornery. What about Vukar Shem Rishi? Let's have a little look. Personality. She has a great sense of empathy, but she has a shortage of patience, little willpower, and poor creativity. She can get caught up in internal deliberations when action is necessary. She lives an orderly life, organised and neat. She doesn't tend to hold on to grievances. I think ornery means spiky, angry, easily infuriated, cross. Let's look it up. I'm going to Google it. I think I'm right, but I'm going to look it up. Ornery. Ornery is an adjective describing someone who is irritable, grumpy, bad-tempered, or stubborn. It often refers to a person or even an animal who is difficult to deal with, easily annoyed, or combative. I mean, this is the closest we've come. Vukar Plankquake. And they're just a bit impatient. We've actually got a surprisingly chill group of dwarves here. Let's have a look at Onget Lok Dakas. Good spatial sense, good feel for social relationships, but little willpower. Lacks confidence in her abilities. I think we'll have to go... maybe... Let's have a look at a happy one. Maybe you can be happy and, really unpleasant to be around. Let's look at the first one. Logem Rithzamlikot. Personality. He has an amazing memory, but he has poor empathy. He feels helping others is an imposition on his time. He does not generally respond to emotional appeals. He's intellectually stubborn, rarely changes his mind during a debate regardless of the merits. He does not enjoy participating in physical confrontation, and he works to square his natural tendency with his respect of martial prowess. He actively avoids exciting or stressful situations. He's rarely happy or enthusiastic, and he's conflicted by this as he values parties and merrymaking in the abstract. He often feels discouraged. He tends to avoid crowds. He does not have great aesthetic sensitivity, and he is conflicted by this as he values artwork in its creation. He doesn't try to get things done perfectly. He tends to assume the worst of two outcomes and will be the one that comes to... oh, he believes that the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. We could have a look at Logum here. Diplomancer. Yeah. Done. Okay, next they'll want figurines and plants. But we can make you figurines if that's what you want. Figurine. Why is the miner fighting? Oh, the miner fell. They're not fighting. Unless you count them fighting with gravity, which I do not. The Mountainous Guild has many members in Crimsonbeards and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished with the hall designated for a herbalist's guild. Do you approve this request? I approve. Let's get some herbalists guild holded. Guild hauled. There we go. Where do I put the herbalists guild? What I'm thinking, let's pause and work this out, is on this floor we'll do our food. And of course, that means a large dining hall, which can go over here. Somewhere in this vicinity. And of course, we will also want places to store our food, make our booze, and all that jazz. So, do that. And I will do a couple of round rooms. How big is that? 16 by 16, 17 by 17 by 17 has a nice central doodah, which is good. It's nice to have a central doodah. There we go, one there. One there. And these can be rooms for storing and preparing food. So kitchens, stills, and the like. And then, of course, we'll want a room like here, but bigger. 24 by 24? That does not have a central square. It's going to be annoying to line up. 25 by 25. How about you? Yeah, that works for me. And then we'll just not do that one. Also, I'm going to need to blueprintize this. Blueprintize, turning your designation into blueprintized assets. Okay, so that's good. Nice and blueprinty. Entryways there. Also here for... no, actually not. Not there. Just there. And only there. There we go. Make it a bit easier to get in there. Oh shit, I didn't do an ornery one, did I? Let's go. We'll have one more look. If we can't find anyone ornerier than... Oh, which one was it? Was it Logan Zamlicott? Okay, he feels helping others an imposition on his time. We'll pick that one if the next person is not a better fit, which will be Id Lolochled, the herbalist. Herbalizer. He has a great sense of empathy, very good focus, and a good kinesthetic sense, but he has bad intuition, meager creativity, poor memory, and poor ability to manage or understand social relationships. He is very greedy. He finds helping others emotionally rewarding. He is moved by art and natural beauty. He's often cheerful. He has a noticeable lack of perseverance. He isn't particularly ambitious, and he can occasionally lose focus on the matter at hand. You know what? I think the previous guy would count as more ornery. What do you reckon, Bahamtone? Do we go for this guy? A beekeeper? Oh, God. We're going to need to find some bees. What about... We'll go with Logan. We'll go with Logan. So here we go. Rename. And you will be Bahamtone. I know, it's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting them to be so, like, happy. It's unusual in the extreme. Bahuntome. It's Bahuntome. I've always read that N as an M. What? Oh my God, my world is falling apart. Anyway, let me sit up a bit. I mean, he's probably not the most ornery, but the most ornery one we found. So, you know, there's that. I need to turn the fan on, I'm afraid. I hope it doesn't cause any audible noise. Because it is pretty fucking warm in here. Oh, that's much better. Oh. Okay, the miners fighting again? No, I just didn't get rid of that. It's fine. Okay, so we need to do more digging. We need to remove these stairs as well, because good grief, what the hell? Why were they even necessary in the first place is a question to ask. That needs to be de-blueprinted as well. Got to remember that. And then we need to do more diggy down. Down, down, diggy, diggy, down, diggy, 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 down. There we go. And then de-blueprintize the wood chop. How much wood would a wood chopper chop if a wood chopper could chop wood? Oh, okay. We're a floor above. Okay, let's channel out this then. Not priority for 1. Sorry, that would be too high. Thank you very much. Oh dear, I'm getting a bit burpy. And hiccupy. This is ideal. Oh, I mean, hiccups and burps when public speaking is one of the best possible things to happen. I mean, if you listen very carefully to David Attenborough doing all of his nature documentaries, you can just hear him going, and here we see bleh, the time that a gorilla touched me. Bleh. It's just constantly burping and farting as well, coughing. How does realize become tea time? Well, I mean, you can also, yeah, you got the old fat finger or Even, well, I was not a butt dial mid-sentence. That would be weird if you'd suddenly pressed your buttocks on the phone while sending me a message. I mean, I wouldn't understand it, but also wouldn't judge. So, you know, if you have done that, don't feel shame. Just think about it. Map is begging for an access corridor between the north cheeks of the arse. Well, actually, you've made a slight misinterpretation of the artwork here. We're making Balls Mountain. So, maybe there was a lot more sort of like bulge to the sack, if you will, lower down. And what I've managed to do here is a bit more, yeah. Oh, I didn't smooth it. I didn't smooth any of it. Mind you, does it need smoothing? I mean, it will be easier to climb if it's not smooth, but... Not the same thing, no. But I mean, you could understand why someone might misinterpret one as the other. Okay, we're not too far off. We've only got a few floors to dig down, and it's all taken down. Well, the trouble is, I've then got to go up above and sort all that out, which is not ideal. Somewhat of an issue. Oh, shit. Okay, we need to work more on the guild hall there, because they're going to get a bit miffy if it doesn't improve. So let's go to the stoneworkers. Actually, whoa. There's a very straightforward way to improve the situation here, and that's to get a manager. And to that end... Boom. No. Boom. There we go. Now we will get a manager's office. We're going to need a chair and a table, though, so I better get to work creating those. Add new task. Throne. Add new task. Table. Go, go, go. Oh, shit, trade. Here we go. What have you got for me, lads? I'll buy you clay, just because I'm concerned we might not have any on site. I will buy... Cloth is probably a good thing to get. I don't want to... Oh, wow, that's well expensive. We can't afford a bin of cloth at the moment. Fish, pump helmets, onions. I mean, I just want to do a trade to make sure they're happy-ish. There we go. Thank you very much. Now let's free the broker, and then we can wait for them to toddle off into Tartarsville. Do I set up a jeweler to carve up all our gems? Let's wait till the manager's in place first. That's probably the best option. The best manoeuvre. Come on, Diggly Wiggly. Holy heck, how good are you at this? Adept, level 7. You're alright, but you're not that good. The merchants from Tululon will be leaving. Tululon, lon, lon, Tululon, lon. No one's brought any of the clay we have down to here. And I started with a load of kaolinite and fire clay that we brought with us. Just for safety, just to make sure we had some. Yes, cut gems in metal bins. I mean, maybe we should go full metal bins. Hello, Toasteaster, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Lovely to see you. We're just implementing an office here so we can get the manager cracking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would prefer all 10 of them, but I now realise that's not possible because only so many squares have been exposed. And dwarves may only dig exposed squares. We're going to need a door as well, I just realised. Let's come over here, add new task, door. Thank you. Oh, and the Craftsdwarf workshop, they want... Oh.
Crumpet, I have never buttered you before. I have no spread for it. No one, not even you, will remember if we were hungry or sad. All that matters is that I toasted many. That's what's important. Toasting pleases you, Crumb. So grant me one request. Grant me flavor. And if you do not listen, then to hell with you.
To hell with you indeed, Crumpet. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Barentone. Where was I before we started thinking about buttery crumpets? Mugs. That's what I was making. Mugs. Rock mugs. Goblets are good, but I am not yet ready to start gathering sand. Or am I? Or am I? I mean, we have got an absurd amount of sand available. It's bags that are the issue. Although we have sheep, so yeah, I'll get mugs to start. Goblets are my favourite, but we'll start with mugs. You fucking mug! Excuse me. Can't help myself. Rock altar... Oh, no, the Craftsdwarf workshop is what we want. Rock... Huh. Pot. Jug. What? Where the hell do mugs come from? We'll have to just... and why is it so stinky down here? Can we not deal with the stinky lizard corpses? Stinky lizard. Oh, hello. The office is sorted. Let's move all that out of the way. Let's pause and stick in some furniture. We're going to need a chair. We're going to need that further away from the wall, I think. Let's put in furniture, chair, stick it there, stick in, how do I, there we go, furniture, table, there, and I want to put a door on, there we go, and then we want to assign it as an office. And then assign it to the manager. Where are you? Boom. There we go. Assign to the manager. A dwarf called Craftsdwarf shop could become confusing very quickly. Yeah, I thought it was the Craftsdwarf workshop, but I didn't see it in there. Add new task, rock. Oh, is it just... No. Gem, amulet, bookbinding, bracelet, crafts, crown, die, earring, figurine, hive, jug, nest box, pot, ring... scepter, scroll roller, short sword, toy. Fuck. Bollocks. What are we making him out of? I don't want to make him worth a shitload. Let's... Oh, brimstone mugs with the whiff of farts about them. Wonderful. Let's go with granite. Because it's one of those ones that you think should be magma safe, but isn't. So we may as well use it up like that. There we go. Making granite mugs, everybody! Yeah, it's like when someone names the baby after the city it was conceived in. They actually named them after the workshop. You were conceived in a crafts dwarf workshop. Ah, a migrant. A single migrant. At the moment, hang on, let's wait. Give it a second. If I unpause it. The Mountainous Hall has many members in Cryptbeards and now requires a guild hall. The location must be built and furnished with the hall designated for a farmer's guild. Do you approve this request? I approve. Oh shit, we haven't done the herbalist guild. Or the temple that we were asked for. Fucking hell, we've left it very long. Okay, so we've got one migrant who, by definition, must be the person who we were looking for. Oh shit, how do we figure out which one was which? And who was the request for the migrant? It was Tidy to name the next migrant Football, but now we have to make figure out who that migrant is. Let's see if anyone here is not a job they could have picked up in the fort. This guy's a blacksmith. New arrival! It says new arrival. Brilliant. Excellent. Ting, ting, ting. He's making the World Cup. That's what he's doing. Olon Brass Trust. I do apologise. Let's go. Bonk. Foot. Oh, there we go. She has literally just come home. And brought a cat as well. How? Oh. There's more people coming. It just took longer than I expected. They're just taking their while to trickle onto the thing. Onto the thing. Trickle, trickle. Why is the expedition leader fighting? Because someone fell on them. Okay. Do we need to just be more careful with the channeling orders we're issuing up here? Surely not. Surely it's all good, right? It's all gravy! There we go. Just be careful not to accidentally clip off anything that we don't want to channel. Did we get rid of that tree? We did get rid of that tree. The tree has been removed. Oh, don't do it at tier 1. Why have you done that? You absolute fart gannet. That's it. Hopefully it'll just get done really quickly so we can stop panicking and get on with building the important stuff. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's assign someone as manager. That's important. No relevant skills. In which case, just the guy at the top will end up being the guy. He needs a study. We have made the study. Hang on. Just not got any of the furniture installed yet. Or the door. He's got what he needs. He's got everything he needs. Sheer animal is the only job that's currently on the go. So I should probably start rearranging shit. We don't want mugs just being made on a loop. Although we can leave that happening for now. 60 years of coming home. Channels, stairs, slopes, yeah, they're not the most intuitive thing. Tried to save a dwarf from a steep cliffed river and it did not work. Well, they can cling on for a surprising amount of time. Like, dwarf-wise, it's like days, even months that they can cling on to a wall, which feels, unlikely. Oh, I've got water here. I was about to go, I'm going to go and get some water. I realised it's already right next to me. Easy peasy. But was he like, I'm fine in the same way as someone's like, this is fine? Is that the kind of fine? Or is it the kind of fine where someone says, yes, I'm fine? If you see what I mean. If you follow my gist, I was going to say grift, but I'm not sure that's the right word. That's a different word. So much sand. Once we've got bags being made, we'll be able to actually collect it. Although, now that we've got these smelters, I should probably set up a stop... Oh, it's this room, isn't it, that we want to be the... tits. Haven't actually got the stone and ores separated yet. That's a problem. We need to get these guild halls done, and I think probably the best place to do it is on this floor with this guild hall. Is that right? I don't know. We need more decorative stuff, to be honest. We've got to make them a little bit nicer. Or maybe we do a bit of engraving. Oh, excuse me. Engrave the walls, and we'll do a floor made of blocks of some kind. I think that's the way to go. There we go, and now we de-blueprint. Oh god, I've done that on tier 1 as well. What the hell is wrong with me? No priorities, off we go. Maybe he was just a very stoic dwarf with like powerful fingertips. Maybe I should stop bothering about this whole cutting back the cliff face. Oh, well, I say that, but they have pretty much finished doing it, so... Oh, and actually what I can do now is I can cast that at tier 4 so we do have more wiggle room for urgency. More space for urgent wiggles. There we go. Well, no, don't do that. There we go. We nearly obliterated the testicular cleft, which I believe is a seminal death metal album. Literally. That joke hang in the air like a bad fart. Oh, dear me. I can't help but feel this obsession with building this sort of edifice rather than getting everything made to work is going to come back to bite me in the arse. Or perhaps kick me in the nuts, to be more metaphorically appropriate. Boot me in the gonads. Okay. So this is currently working. We do need better workshop spacing, because this is a bit... I mean, we could actually make a workshop space in here for now that won't require any more diggly wigglies, and then we can crack on with other stuff. In fact, let's do that. So what workshops are we going to want? Quick pause for thought. Well, a jeweler would be nice, so we'll stick a jeweler right there. And then what next? Of course, we're going to want the stoneworker. They can go next to the jeweler. And then, of course, the mechanics needs moving in. There we go. We can stick them next to the stoneworker. What other workshops have we got that we need to get going? Carpenter. Got that outdoors at the moment, but sure, let's put a carpenter down here. What else we got? Screw press, siege, the food stuff we want to put on the floor above more. Furnaces and ashery. I don't think we want that yet. I think this basically covers all of the Crostorf workshops. Let's put 2 in. There we go. If we top prioritize all of these. Do you have the DF3D viewer installed? I do not, actually. I've used Stone Sense before, but I've always had the problem of it crashing. So Send Manager is enabled. There we go. That's what we want. Don't turn it off. What's wrong with you, man? You foolish, foolhardy fart master. I'm not sure why I chose Fart Master. That was a weird choice. But there you go. Weird choices are often made. I think there are a few different... how realistic would they need to be for a ban? I think photographically realistic, I think. I assume. I don't think you need... I don't think you need, I think you need quite a lot, of realism to merit a ban, in my opinion. In terms of testicles. In testicular terms. We do need to find somewhere to move the farms indoors as well, much as we're absolutely fecund with fruit. Speaking of which, we'll drink from fruit. There we go. We'll also do that, because otherwise we're going to end up just eating nothing but fruit pies. Yeah, there's been a few different 3D viewers, I think. The only one I've really tried to use is Stone Sense, but every now and again I see like an article or something that says, oh, someone's done a 3D view of this Dwarf Fortress thing. I suppose you could export it into Blender and render it out as well. That's like a possibility, because it's basically like a voxel grid, isn't it? I don't know if it's strictly speaking voxels with a capital V, but it's the same principle. It's like all divided up into a cube map. Cube? Or maybe not quite cubes. Are they cubes? I'm not sure. They could be cuboids. Okay, we can now delete the ones in here. Gone. 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 There we go. And then we'll come back to the mechanic, or the manager in a bit. See what we can get them to do. That'll be good. Jewelers. Let's sort the jeweler out. That's what we want to do. So CUT. Ooh, do I want to cut gems though? Because we're gonna get glass. Oh, fart knockers. Let's set up a sand gathering area. But where? Where's the best, quickest place to get sand? Oh man, it's actually... Oh, not miles away, just a bit further up. So it's going to be basically there. Except... There we go. I'm going to make a sand workshop. I need to channel out some magma for that. Let's do it there. There we go. And on top of that, I can build a glass workshop. Magma glass furnace. There we go. We'll just stick that there once someone's done the diggy wiggy. Diggly wiggly, boys, come on. That's right, the triangle of trouble. Ideally, testicles will be in the pink corner, but through bad hygiene, they can end up in the brown corner. Well, I say that, depending on your interpretation. Brown is not specifically to do with the colour. It's scatological. Oh, here we go. Maybe I will get banned. Who knows? Okay, so we're getting this sand gathering space in. I'm gonna yawn now. Scatological. I think when people like eat, like enjoy poo, that's scat illogical. What I want to know is what the central triangle of negative space represents. Simply negativity. Well, I'm not really sure. I've always considered it as like a triangle made of 3 triangles. I've never thought of the void triangle as a thing. That's the desired space. That's where you want to be. That's the neutral zone where you've not strayed too far into the territory of pink, dark, or brown triangle. The corners. Normal boring. Not necessarily boring. It could be normal interesting conversation. Any normal conversation which doesn't involve boobies, poop, or dead babies or the like, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, I had to take it too far, didn't I? Dreadful man. Dreadful man. 5 triangles. You're doing the overall triangle, the 3 like coloured triangles, and then the missing triangle in the middle. Oh, goodness. We're heading into philosophical territory here. The triangle of trouble is a triangle itself, you're right. Well, maybe I should call it the triangles of trouble. The 3 corners of trouble. Because originally I was sort of thinking about the fire triangle. But obviously, triangle of trouble doesn't quite neatly fit into that metaphorical void. It doesn't just slide in. It needs a bit of finessing, is the word. I was going to say ramming, but that just doesn't sound very nice. It's quite unpleasant, in fact. Oh, I'm yawning again! Don't tell me someone else is hurting. Why do they keep dropping boulders on each other or like falling from great height on each other? It's just not cool. Guys, chill out. Relax. Stop with the plummeting and the dropping and all that jazz. Oh, sorry, it's a meme from... it's not a Dwarf Fortress thing, it's just a This Channel thing. The triangle of trouble represents the things that will get you in trouble on Twitch. The 3 corners, of course, refer to the pink place, which is, you know... And if you go to the brown place, it's very much... And if you go to the dark place, well, that's just when you take it too far and say something that you kind of regret because it's too dark. And there you go. Which happens a lot because I believe the word is autism. But there you go. I don't mind. I'm enjoying it. There we go. Get some of these seeds off these chairs. It's true. A Venn triangle. You never think of that. Oh, yeah, of course. They don't have to be circles necessarily for a Venn diagram to work. Just have to be overlapping shapes. The lawful good rhombus of rectitude. Very nice. Although, I don't know if I'd pick a rhombus. Because it's on a wonk, innit? I mean, maybe a rectangle. Or what other shapes begin with R? Do any other shapes begin with R? The round shape of rectitude. Nah, it makes it sound like you're sort of invoking the idea of a rectum. I don't like that. Please, don't invoke my rectum. What? A classic song. We all remember it. Let's go and do some more channeling, because we're so close to getting this done. I feel like I would be foolhardy to abandon the work that has already been completed. Gonna have to be cautious not to continue the channeling too deep. I might end up accidentally digging a big dip around the fortress, which we don't want, other than in the form of a moat, obviously. Maybe I'll want a moat. Not a Raoul one, though. Fucking hell, who ancient references. That's better. Every now and again, the box I'm dragging just momentarily inverts and gives me a panic that I'm going to have to do meticulous deleting to keep the testicle curve. got that right. That's good. So now we de-blueprintate. I've been thinking about having to go on that game Blueprints. Has anyone seen that? That came out a while ago and people were going on about how great a puzzle game it was, but I'm wondering. It's a whimsy Druid's Mead. I'm purely carving these clifticles because because Rando said I don't know what we were I don't know exactly what we were saying, but Rando said Night on Balls Mountain. And I was like, yes, 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 that's what we're making. So, you know, it's a bit of a whimsical thing. Whimsy. Please don't touch my whimsy. Right. We've got the steel going. We've got the carpenter downstairs. We can get rid of that. That's fine. We should probably also bring the wood indoors. I'll leave the butcher out here for now. There we go. Oh yeah, the train don't stop. It just keeps going. If the territory looks a little bit sketchy, just blast through. Find somewhere new to drive the train. That's the plan. That's the theory. Okay, we can now gather sand. So I'm going to say to this one, collect sand. Oh, no, actually, work order. There we go. And then we put in the conditions that say if the amount of sand-bearing items is less than 10, collect sand. There we go. And hopefully that will result in an accumulation of sand, which will end up going in here. Sad? No, no, no. Sand. Sandbags. Welcome to Sandbags World. It's furniture, isn't it? Sandbags of any quality. I'm going to leave the material clear. Actually, no, let's just say plant cloth, leather, silk or yarn. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll end up with some bags there. That'll be good. That's right, it's a quantum train of thought. All the stations are in the same place until you try and get off the train, at which point everything collapses and you'll shoot yourself. It's not fun, but it is entertaining. So, this is nearly full. We can flip the switch once it gets to 7s. That'll be nice. Although part of me is thinking, do we want to be making a special sand place over here that we can then sort of box out and protect? Because then it will be easier to do the sand gathering and glass making. They actually rip through this pretty quick, and I'm probably leveling my dwarves pretty good. Let's have a look at this miner's skill. Level 9, a professional, a real pro. Probably don't have that many blocks yet. In fact, let's go for a work order that says turn all of the chromite into blocks. Add BLOC, that's BOC, BLOCK. Got to go for rock blocks. There we go. Make one at a time. if the amount of non-economic hard stone, but actually let's go back, not just rock blocks, chromite blocks, if the amount of chromite available is greater than 0. Make 4 chromite blocks if there's any chromite. Great, that's good. Then I could put in another order that says once we run out of chromite, make obsidian. That could work. I'm going to try that. I've never tried to do that before. B-L-O-C-K. There we go. Make rock blocks. One at a time. Make them out of obsidian. There it is. There's the obsidian. And then make it, provided the amount of obsidian available is greater than 0, and also the amount of material chromite available is exactly 0. Excuse my farts. Pardon me. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Do you choose jobs of only 1 block at a time to train the manager? Seems inefficient to do such small jobs, but it seems to work for you. Well, I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me that when you're putting in like these repeat orders, they won't do the next one until they've finished like the orders that need to be done. So if they get stuck, no, it doesn't make sense now I try and explain it. It was something to do with throughput. Like if you ask for 10, then you're sort of stopping something from happening. I don't remember why I do it. It's been so long since I picked the method up, that it's completely left my mind. I've got no idea. Magma glass furnace. Add new task. Green glass. Make raw green glass. Where is it? Oh no, green glass goblets. There we go. Cancelled, right? Need sand bearing iron. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the rubric was, but somebody explained it to me with a degree of authority that led me to just believe what they said. Ugh. Oh, I see. We're just looking at it from the floor below. Foolish. Probably should gather up some of this stone, because there's going to be some hauling jobs generated by that, which is going to confuse my dwarves. Also, I noticed we're putting refuse in this stockpile. That's probably not ideal. Oh, what have I done? I had it all set up for everything. Custom, but not stone. Not refuse. Already got that. No, it already didn't contain refuse. Fair enough. No ammo, no animals, no armor. This'll do. That'll keep it good. See, I think the sand issue is a lack of bags, Add new task, collect sand, repeat urgently. Let's watch that get cancelled. Oh, elbow the microphone. Somebody pick the job up. But no cancellation. Why? People are gathering sand, so okay. Right, we're nearly done with this whole mountain moving nonsense, so that's good. Well, I say that. We've actually got a bit of it up the top that needs still to be trimmed, but we'll see what happens there. Mind you, an overhang does feel like a pretty aggressive way to stop people climbing up, right? Feels like it will work. They're definitely digging quicker now. Look how fast all of these little jobs are getting done. Very efficacious. It's annoying that we've got some sand here, but we'll see what we can do about that. Maybe we'll be able to work it out. Block it up, something like that. Build a wall. Do you want to build a wall, man? We do need to have the booze more inside, because we've got some sad dwarves now. People are getting pretty miffy. What's the main myth? Sleeping without a proper room. Well, we could definitely start work on that. So... let's dig this room out. And there we go. They seem to be collecting the sand, but I don't know where they're putting it. I hope they're not just bagging it up and then dumping it on the site. That would be very awkward. Add new task. Green glass. Where's the raw green glass? Raw green glass. There we go. Let's get someone to make that. And then this one we can make some goblets. People have picked the jobs up. Cancels collect sand. Dangerous terrain. What? How is it dangerous? Okay, maybe they need to make their way around some of this live building site. Are these all on number 4? They are. Okay, that's good. That's good, because that means that my bedrooms down here will get dug a little bit faster. Nope, at the same pace. Another barracks above or below is only 1 extra tile away. Ah, but the problem there is we want everyone to path through this, which will eventually be a water feature. Oh, yawning! Excuse me. Don't do that. Don't do that, you fucking nincompoop. There we go. That's better. these bedrooms can get dug out. And then once that's done, everyone will be happy forever. Okay. I might actually have to come down to here and designate some more lower priority stuff so they do it afterwards. That feels like the right way to go. So channel down, tier 5. Gone. There we go. All doable. All the way across here. Thank you very much. Bosh. Okay, now they should do this first, then this. In fact, I'll leave that de-blueprintated while they dig other stuff. It should be fine. In reality, I should have made this a tier 2 room and this a tier 3 room, and then they would do them one after the other and be able to put the furniture in them one after the other as well. So we'll do that. I'll put in a floor tile there. What materials do we have? Willow, rubberwood, chromite, obsidian, and andesite. Well, just go with whatever. There we go. Stick the floor in. That needs to be top priority. Then we can put a bed on top of that. Oh, we also want to put a floor here. And a door on that. And then once we've done that, got the basics of a bedroom. Ooh, they take a little bit longer than I thought to dig this out, though. Yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of pre-layout for with the blueprints and stuff to try and make sure that we didn't accidentally like block ourselves in, if you see what I mean, like we have done before with like making no space for waterways to go through and stuff like that, or not enough room for the drop pit mainly. In goes the bed. There we go. Excuse me. And then we can turn it into a bedroom. Pause it for now, because I will try and find the saddest dwarves to give them the bedrooms first, just to cheer them up a bit. Do need to put some floor in. Constructed floor there. Yeah, and then that'll be 3 beddy rooms. Dum dum dum. Bedroom, multi-bedroom. What? Oh, you have to actually have a bed designated in there. How rude. How rude. Yeah, well, they've got to accommodate loads of furniture and an extra, like a lining of bricks when we finish them off to improve the value. Big boy bedrooms. Welcome to the big boy bedroom. We don't have bug beds here. Bug beds? Bunk beds. Bug beds. Cool. Alright, has someone claimed this immediately? No. So, let's pause and look for a dwarf who will benefit from a bedroom. Ezum the herbalist. What's wrong with you? Drinking without a goblet. Interested near a fine bed? I bet you were. Didn't feel anything after sleeping without a proper room. Okay, we'll give him the room. Ezum. Where are the rooms? Ah, shit. Oh, we can just sort them by happiness this way. That doesn't seem to work. What the hell? Huh. Well, there's Ezum. Then there's the manager and the expedition leader. Interesting. If you leave a one-floor gap between occupied levels, you end up with cavity floors. Very useful for running pipes, secret passages, expansion storages, etc. That's a good point. I haven't done that with the bedrooms, but I could do that with other things. Oh, okay. Fuck it. Let's give it to the manager. Auto-assign to the manager. This one auto-assigned to nobody. This one will auto-assign to the expedition leader / mayor. There we go. And we can also de-blueprintate the next floor. After I have... Oh, tit off. Cool. There we go. And this will ultimately end up being the dining room floor. Oh, have we made some goblets? They won't have stayed in there very long if they did. Did any of those get cancelled? Cancels dig, dangerous terrain, need empty bag. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's look out here again. If we dug all the way around here, not yet. They're taking their sweet time. What's wrong with this guy? Why are you so sad? Embarrassed after sleeping without a proper room. Didn't feel anything after seeing a dog's dead body. Disgusted after retching on miasma. Okay, we can deal with that. Because the miasma's happening where? Oh, we can't deal with that. Must be in this stockpile here for sure, but not sure what we're gonna do to separate things out. I suppose I could delete this stockpile and start actually storing things in appropriate places, but ooh, that sounds very aggressive. And also, it's going to take a lot of dwarves off the current tasks. Mind you, it's mostly just the miners who are busy at the moment, isn't it? We've not... There we go. Oh, suddenly they're doing all of it. Okay, did you finish up here then? Oh, pretty much, yeah. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, in that case we can put the channeling order in at tier 5 all over here. We also want to tier 1 chop down that tree because it will cause havoc if it falls on anybody. We've had this before. Okay, now channeling. Tier 5. Thank you. No. That's all wrong. Got to fix that before we start. And those errors. Bugger it. Did so well up to this point. Haven't had to do that many corrections. And now... There we go. Good? No. Good. Good. Okay, right. We'll de-blueprintate that. Okay. That should be fine. Right. What's this? Just a guinea fowl leather bag, as you do. We're not making any figurines, are we? That was the thing that the traders were asking for. Figurines! We've got a lot of porcelain here. Maybe I should start thinking about making porcelain bricks. Just making bricks in general, I suppose. Let's do it. Make clay bricks. On repeat. There we go. It's not an urgent job. They'll just tootle through it, but it'll be good. It'll get us some clay bricks. That's the hope, anyway. A long viewing platform extending north from between the spheres would impress visitors. It could do. It might do, yes. It does feel kind of effective. Let's do it from this floor, where the first natural floor. Okay, they won't be digging this out for a while because we've got the bedrooms to do first. Wow, actually that's happening quite fast. Faster than anticipated, I would definitely say. Ooh, work orders. Workers, yes. So we will allow dwarves to satisfy their crafting needs. There we go. That should cheer some dwarves up for sure. Okay. Can we close off the gate for the magma yet? No. But we're not far off it. We'll be able to do it soon. Still not done any of these guild halls. Oh my god. They probably will cheer people up if we make them. Do them off of here, I suppose. Or... I mean, this is the dining level, but we could also put guild halls on here, so it could be the social level. Although I almost feel like I want to put the guild halls with their appropriate workers, mind you. Miners already has that. Fence sect is a temple, and the herbalists and farmers guilds would be basically outdoors at the moment. So, Right, first things first, we have a workshop for gems. Let's stockpile gems near it rather than in that other stockpile. So I will say this here, accept gems, gem, custom, just rough gems. Thank you. And then if I come over here, I can take gems out of this one. In fact, no gems. Thank you. And then ideally, they will carry them all to the new stockpile. Ideally, in theory. That's quite quick they've done those bedrooms. I'm reasonably pleased with that. I don't need to pause it because they can get on with making the floors downstairs, or the channeling jobs I asked for. Floor. Yep. 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 There we go. And they all need to be high priority jobs. Otherwise we'll never see them done. There we go. I can't really assign them until there's bedrooms in there, so we just have to wait for them to get finished. We have had some bricks made already, that's good. That's happening nicely. I do kind of want to separate out the food as well. It's getting a little annoying that we've got the food and everything all mixed together. Oh, crap. Porcelain? I don't think so. Porcelain is a high-grade material, and you are not fucking using it. Likewise, stop it. Chromite I'll allow, but porcelain, fuck off. Porcelain is worth a fortune. Please don't use porcelain. He's using stoneware. That's almost as bad. The bricks are mainly, in this instance, until we find the clay to make them, special precious items. Deconstruct. Thank you. Do it urgently, or I'll poo. Right, we'll have to do it all with the designated chromite. Floor. Any material. Chromite. There we go. Now I can stick it there. And there. And hopefully... do not use those chromite, those porcelain bricks. There we go, that's good. Chromite, chromite, chromite. No, don't fill the whole floor in. That's going a bit far. We can put the beds in, though. Furniture, bed. Not there, though. Put some doors in. Not there. Good grief. There we go. Need to make more beds. That's interesting. What I might do is a standing order for beds. That makes sense. Add BED. Make bed. One bed at a time. If the amount of beds available is less than 1. So we'll always attempt to keep a bed available. That's the theory, at least. Won't necessarily work, but hey-ho. Is this where they're digging now? It is. Really not far off the ground now. Only like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 more floors and we're there. Good. But urgently now we need these guild halls because I've been delaying too long. Where am I going to put them? On this floor. Control D. What the funky dickens happened there? Let's try again. Control D. Do a nice round room and it's going to be 11 by 11? How big do we make the Miners Guild? 11 by 11. Okay. Seems fair. Guild 1. Guild 2. Guild 3. Guild 4. Guild 5. I think we've got the right... No, not 1, 4. There we go. No, we did it wrong. They need to be a bit further back. Hello. How was your day? Okay, very heavy. I'm just going to go and say hi to Kel. She's just got back, so I'll be a few minutes. And I'll also take this opportunity to refill my water and go to the toilet, which you should probably do too. Not in the same function. No, use tap water. I'll see you in a minute. Hello. Back again. Camera on? Not with that button, you don't. Which camera's that? That one. Let's change for a minute. Why not? Okay, so the guild halls are in the right spot. Let's do that. And oops, what's that all about? There we go. Give everybody a little access point there. There we go, and then we'll just delete this at the end and turn off the blueprint. And that should work, I think. And we'll be able to do that. Now, what were you saying? You were saying something about furniture Druids made. Do you have several mason shops or just one? Just one at the moment. But I'm not really keen on getting everything set up with stone furniture and then have to swap it out for the glass stuff once we get cracking. And again, maybe it is the superior methodology. Definitely want to bring all the wood down here. Not quite that shape. There we go. Accept. Wood. Wood. Done. And then we can destroy the wood stockpile at the top. And cheekily teleport all of the wood down, including a couple of lizard corpses. Not ideal. Don't really want those there, but whatever. Pigtail, wool, leather. Pigtail would be good. I mean, we have been growing pigtails. I really should be threshing them and whatnot, but we've got to get the infrastructure in place first. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Deary me, what's this? Dead parakeet. Okay. Suppose they have to die somewhere. Oh, someone's already picked up those logs. That's fine. Okay. And that's a parrot. That's a parrot, not a parakeet. Mind you, I don't know if there's much of a difference really between the two. Oh, rambutans. I don't even know what a rambutan is, but my dwarves have eaten many, many. Okay. A mechanics workshop, an artifact mechanism. That's going to be fancy. Although, what else can it make? He's not going to make a traction bench, is he? Or at least I hope he's not making a traction bench, because I'm going to have to start making chains. And that will be annoying. Okay. Right. Probably a good idea in the Miners Guild Hall. Yeah, I'll get the value up quick. Although I'd rather have it somewhere like in a thoroughfare or in the dining hall. I just need a bit of furniture in here, don't I? I should probably start making some. How are we doing? I mean, we're just making blocks in this one, so let's make another stonemason's workshop. In fact, let's put in 2. Nope. Blocked by immovable item. I don't think it is. There's some rough almondines, but I'm not sure they're immovable. There we go. Easy peasy. They've begun making whatever their mysterious construction is here. That's good. Okay. Look on the floor with the guild halls. It's not looking too bad. People are actually on the work. Are you alright?
Bit inside of my mouth.
Ow. Oof. I'll start putting in some smoothing orders as well before they've even finished digging it out. Because that'll be useful. Mind you, it will be useful if we're not putting in any flooring, in which case it's excessive. There we go. We've only got 2 stone cutters on the go at the moment, so I'll have to see how long it takes them to do this. It didn't take them an epic time to do the Miners Guild, though, so... Statues, there's a good way to bump up the value quickly. What have we got? Let's see what we can make statues out of. Part of me wants to do it out of clay, but we don't have a renewable source of that yet, so let's just type in statue, and we'll make rock statues. In particular from... diorite? Or gabbro, whatever that was. Yeah, we'll make them out of gabbro for now. I don't just want 10, I want 1. And I want you to make them as long as there are fewer than 10 and the amount of gabbro available is greater than 0. There we go, and I can pop in some statues now in here in the hope that it will increase the value of the room. No guarantees, of course. We also want to put doors on it. Oh, Udib Avuz Tathor, the expedition leader, has created Mish Imvap, a gabbro mechanisms. He offers it to the permanent orbs. Oh, I forgot we'd called ourselves the permanent orbs. Very appropriate for Balls Mountain. The kids, well, the traffic at the bridge is pretty shit. I think until the high street opens again, it's going to be fairly rough. Yeah, I know, but I can't really. Anyway, where were we?
Instead of going by the school and going all the way up to cut through,
Yeah.
let's just move along and then go around the one-way system.
Oh.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. Ah, dear. We've got our high street dug up at the moment, so to get the kids to school, we have to take this ridiculous diversion route, which goes through a very narrow one-lane or one-car width tunnel. It's really irritating, especially considering the tunnel is only also like 1 car length. It's like underneath a railway track. Very annoying. But at least they've got lights there this time, because last time it happened they didn't have lights straight away.
Didn't have lights originally, and there was a fight between them.
Yeah, I can imagine that causing a fight. Anyway, well, hello Ocelot, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. A little bit of inside baseball, if your profession is taking children to school. So not quite inside baseball. Here we go. Right, what was I doing? Guild halls, that was the key. I'm going to put a door in to this one, and then I'm going to say meeting area. Yep. Accept. And then we make it into a guild hall for the Herbalists Guild. We've already got a guild hall on the go for the miners. Alright, farmers. There we go. That's a farmers guild hall. And then this one... Oh, they're doing them at the same time. That's highly annoying. In that case, let's turn this one back into blueprints for a sec. Let them finish that one. There we go. Engraved is the Vukarigegen rendition of the turquoise room, a finely designed image of a gigantic tortoise and a mango tree. The gigantic tortoise is devouring the mango tree. The image is the symbol of the permanent orbs, a local dwarven government. That's us. That's me. I am the permanent orbs. Excuse me. Let's get this statue brought down quicker and see if it makes much of a difference to the value of the room. We've got to double it. Oh wow, looking pretty good.
I don't think they're going to get that size.
This came out of the garden. Not doing bad.
They may be golf ball size.
Golf ball size. Okay, yeah, you left that one a little long. Although it'd be good. They're usually really nice in a soup. They work out well. Okay, we should probably put a bookkeeper's office in as well, I now realise. That was probably going to do a lot of benefit for us. Do I put it here? No. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Did I turn these into bedrooms yet? Nope. But we can multi-designate now. Ah, oh, fuck, I didn't put a door on that one. There we go. Now we can designate them as bedrooms. Just leave them and let the dwarves pick them as they want. I intend to be adding bedrooms at a fairly decent clip, so we'll see how it works out. Well, that microcline's no good for moving. There we go. That's better. Oh, pause. No, don't want you digging all the way down there, please. Dig that one out. Thank you. Right, how are we doing for mountainside? Okay, yeah, they're busy down here, which is what we want. We want them working on the rooms inside rather than the edifice. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe. I think I should probably actually build that. That feels like it's a bit annoying there. Okay, that's all good. This is ready for smoothing. Let's put a door in the opening there, and then we can assign that to also be a meeting area, and that can be for the Herbalist Guild, except let's not do that. There we go. Accept, add, Guild Hall, established off Herbalist's Guild. There we go. And then this one will end up being a temple. To wit, I had better ask for some altars. Rock altar. One at a time. Amount of... Let's come back, not just a rock altar. Let's make it out of basalt. And the amount of basalt altars available is fewer than 2, and the amount of basalt available is greater than 10. Sure, keep a little bit of basalt in your back pocket, and why not? There we go, this will be all smoothed in a moment, and they'll move on to room 2. Come on. Get these last 2 squares done, and I can start putting in statues. There we go. And what about engraving the walls? I'll leave that till a later date. We'll move on to that. Let them get good at stone smoothing first. What are you up to? You're smoothing the wall? You're smoothing the wall. You're smoothing the wall. I thought we only put 2 people on that. Maybe I didn't. Oh, if I hover over this, it tells me how much it's worth. Oh, that's much better. Okay. I didn't realise that earlier. That's good. That's very good. Probably want to get rid of the stone. Move it down into there where there's actual stonework going on. There we go. And then we can smooth this room at tier 3. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. Lovely. And the miners have all toddled off, presumably, to work up here. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not quite ready to shut off the valve for the magma yet. That's fine, though. Oh, they've come down here to work on this. That makes sense. What have we got here? More cobaltite. That's good. We've got a lot of black stone in this fortress. We've got basalt, cobaltite, and obsidian. I wonder if we'll pull out any jet. Although I think jet's a gemstone, not a stone. A rock stone, so to speak. Rock and stone. Oh, excuse me. Right, what's the value of the Miners Guild now? 1,091. Okay. Oh, wow. That's proper right angles. You like our cucumber? Boomumber. Cucumberang. Been pretty good. I think Ames will be happy. She loves cucumber. And they look like smooth like the store-bought ones, not the normal spiky jobs we get. Normally our cucumbers are incredibly spiky. In fact, I've never had like homegrown cucumbers that weren't prickly as heck. Just a little. Oh no, this is tier 4, so this needs to get dug before any of the outdoors stuff can be done, because I put that on 5s, didn't I? What a silly goose. Right, we've already designated this as a meeting area. Now we can also designate this as a meeting area and a temple. Sept. Temple. The fenced sept. There we go. Bosh. They want a temple, and they will also want an offering place, which we will stick there. There we go. Good enough for now. Along with the door. Yeah, good. We won't smooth these now because they're not actually urgently required. In fact, they're so not urgently required, I'm going to blueprint them. Oh, come on. Stop huffing my fart shards. What are you doing? Thank you. Thank you very much. They can remain under construction for now. A little bit of sand has trickled in to the stockpile. Let me guess. Need empty bag. Of course. Of course. Which means we need some method for making bags. Which I'm going to say is a textiles thing. Now we probably have a lot of pigtails. Mind you, they could all have been made into booze at this point. So, let's have a little... Where am I going to make my textiles? This is the social floor. We've got our workshops, not workshops, we've got our dining room, our kitchens, our guild halls, temples, etc. So this floor above can be where the textiles are done. Like that. And we will have a room for... If I do that, like that, another one just over here, like that. These can be for textiles. So I'm gonna say one side for shearing dyeing, making cloth, spinning, etc. One side for making the clothes. So we will do... well, we'll do them in a minute. We're actually on the floor with all the stuff to be dug out here. Interesting. God, there's so much blood everywhere. They keep fluffing it up. They keep mining out somewhere where someone's standing and then they land on each other. Which I suppose is, you know, what you get if you do these massive designations of channeling jobs in one go. But come on, guys. Try a little bit harder. Please, I'm begging you. 2 statues in. How about the Miners Guild now? Okay, it's probably going to reach value at the right point, but maybe I need to look the statues. Let's see if making 2 at a time is an improvement, because I do have 2 workshops that could do it. In fact, I've got 3 workshops for stoneworkers. Pardon me. They got the altar in yet? No, not yet. For some reason, the pigs seem to like hanging out in the temple. That feels weird. We should probably have a farm spot for them, shouldn't we? Somewhere in the food zone. Hello, Swede Ibar, I think. I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. We've had a few of these Syntosauruses knocking around, which have caused us some problems. They look like a sort of hadrosaur type thing with a spout on the head, but they've not been around for a while, not since they started fighting with the dogs. Where have they gone? We'll probably see them again, but I didn't get to capture any of them. German for ice bear. Oh, I see. Swede ice bear. I'm guessing. But the pronunciation, but now I understand. We've got lots of mussels in here, haven't we? Maybe I should be making some shell crafts. Then again, I've got my dwarves allowed to make their own crafts at will, so maybe they'll be using those up. Oh, I do see a mussel. Oh, I must have been looking in the other one. Oh, a Gabbro figurine of mussels. Okay. Weird choice, I would say. Like, they kind of... Shellfish make their own figurines, really, don't they? They come in a sort of figurine configuration. Right. Fuck it, we need to get this done. Let's undo that. It'd be nice if they could rip through this quick, but it looks like it's mostly hard stones. Oh, it's microcline galena obsidian. We'll see. Oh, they've already done this side, so they're just meeting in the middle. That's not too bad. They've done a load of it. Still got some stuff here that needs digging out, but it's not the end of the world. Collect sand has been completed again. Oh, I can't wait. How many sheep have we got? Are we going to have enough to actually warrant... Yeah, we should be good. We should be able to keep up with the required flow of yarn. And hopefully we've killed those yaks quick enough that we won't end up with a shitload of hair in our thread stockpiles. It's really not what we want. I wonder what kind of booze we're making. Got a lot of olives knocking around. Once we've got the kitchens up and running, then we'll be able to start making some more work on those. Although I sit here now realising that I'm doing the textiles first. What a wonky way to do it. Also, that does not need even to be blueprinted. There we go. Probably take a while for them to channel all this up while there's other jobs on the go, but we're getting there. It's less than I thought, to be honest. Still. We'll trim it back on another floor and it should make it a bit better. much sand, yet so little collected. Wait, is there sand? There's bare sand just on the grass out. Oh, not here. Okay. That's all dug out. Okay, it's not just exposed sand. It's not been there since the beginning. God, where's the clay? That's the question. I would very much like to locate it. This is all going to be dug out nicely. That's good. Bit of copper ore. In fact, we're going to have a lot of ore knocking around, I think. Some of the dwarves appear to have cheered up a little bit. Or someone's died, because we had 10 in this category, and now it's drifted this way a bit. Ideally, they've just cheered up. Though for some of the dwarves we've had in this game, I think dying would cheer them up. You can get a chronically miserable dwarf. How are we doing for the Miners' Guild Hall? Still not doing that well, getting the value up, but little by little. Hopefully they won't stop demanding the Guild Hall too quickly. That would be really annoying. Oh, we're bored of it now. Sorry. You didn't do it quick enough. Come on. We need more empty bags. Which we can't do until our textiles textiles industry is underway. So if we go clothing and leather, no, farming first, and what we want is a farmer's workshop, which we can put here and here, and I believe in there we can shear the sheep and spin thread, which is what we want, and process plants, crucially, for pigtails. Ah, yes, a little stockpile of pigtails would be very useful right about now. So let's do one here, except textile plants. There we go. So in there we want cotton plant, jute plant, hemp plants, pigtails. There's definitely more textile plants. Flax. Is fonio? I'm going to put fonio in there because I think it's a textile. Kenaf, cobalt bulb, lentils, lettuce, muckroot, passion fruit vine, peanut plant. I don't think... Rami? Ropeweed. Although I'd rather keep ropeweed separate, but there we go. Put it in there anyway. Rye, single grain wheat, sunberry, taro and teff. I can't remember if they're... I don't think they are. And then that's that. Okay, so I think we're putting all of the textile plants in here. Oh, what's this stone? Olivine. Oh, nice. It's magma safe. Oh, don't make the farmer's workshop out of porcelain fucking bricks. We'll have to disassemble a lot of these workshops later on just to make sure everything's made of. Well, if they don't come alive, we'll disassemble them. Drip water on my keyboard. Oh, it's only a little drip. It'll be fine. Oh, he's done it again. So, process plants specifically. Oh, look, we've got loads of these. Cotton, jute, pigtail, and rope reed. Okay. So they automatically shear the animals. That's good. What's this? And then spin the thread. Okay. Let's build a couple more of these farmers' workshops. There we go. Put them there and there. And those can be for the spinning and all that jazz. So this one can do plant processing and shearing. And these two can do spinning. Or that's the theory, at least. That is the theory. Let's put all that out there. Oh, stoneware bricks, you say? Definitely going to be deconstructing all of these. They're made out of very good looking... Well, this... I don't like the look of porcelain, but it's so valuable it's worthwhile using for special stuff. Whereas I do like the look of stoneware. Looks amazing. Great colour. Let's get that in there. So, they're still waiting for statues. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We just got to wait for the statues to go in and then we're all sorted. I'm hoping, anyway. By the time these are all fulfilled, whoever's making the statues is going to be pretty fucking good at it. There we go. Come on. Boom. Okay. They're taking a while to make them, but that's fine. So, workers here can only do spinning. Spinning. There we go. Diggy doggy.
I'm going to go now so I can get them on time.
Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go and say goodbye to Kel. Give her a big kiss. I'm back again. Let me get this headphone in. And then I can put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. That's better. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bump. All good? All good. Okay. Right, so they've dug that out. That's nice. Let me pause. I'm a bit worried that I've just let that run. Let's go look at the guild hall. 4 statues in. Okay, they're not that valuable. Well, that's okay. At least they're getting made. That's something. Excuse me. Oh, dear. I suppose making them out of gabbro isn't helping. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Right, unpause again. They can carry on with the work they're doing out here. That should work nicely. Jute thread, jute seed, stray ram wool, stray ewe wool. Lovely. So once they've done that, that's good. Now, once we've got the thread... Oh, there's other things. There's other ways to do thread, aren't there? Little bit of dwarf hack goes a long way. You just press Control D and you can designate the lovely the shapes. Nice and easy. Sorry, workshops. Clothing and leather. I want a loom, but we'll get a dyer first. So, put one there, put one there. Make them high priority, and then we're going to want a stockpile for dye materials. But in order to do that, I want to check what we've got in the local area, which means waiting for the dye thing to get made. I'm putting something, seeing what the list is. Oh. Nearly done here. That means I need to come down to here and go on to tier 5 digging. Bosh. Dig all that out. No, not digging. Channeling, that's the one. There we go. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, it's saving just as I needed to change level. How rude. How rude. I noticed, again, the number of sad dwarves is actually diminishing again. They're down to 5 from 10, which is nice. The mood of the fortress is improving. Bashed myself in the face with a microphone. Oh, excuse my yawning! Oh, dear. I need a better night's sleep. It's just been so fucking hot. Can't get to sleep properly. I haven't had a bed sheet at all for weeks. Just been completely sleeping under nothing. Which I suppose is not that weird, but feels odd. Look at chat. Ooh. Interesting. Why is that like that? Ah, shit. We've missed a bit on... Can they even get to that to channel it out anymore? Probably not. Bugger it. Someone's trying, though. Let's have a little... Is he... Is that what he's trying to do? That's so frustrating. The testicles are no longer symmetrical. Oh, this is the last thing we wanted to have happen. What I could do is build some stairs next to it. That would probably help out a little bit. So if we come down to the floor that's got that on, then we go 1, 2, 3, bump. Top priority. Top priority. Top priority. Top priority. And then, oh my god, we're going to have to do this very carefully. Oh, actually, no, once they've got access, it should be fine. Once they've channeled out one of them, they'll be able to As long as you do it only floor by floor. Yeah, you building? That's right. Build me some obsidian block stairs. Very, very fancy. But not fast. Fancy but slow. You know what? I'm going to do a big collect 'em up and get a lot of this stone. I was going to leave it to the end and do it all in one go, and I now realise that's just going to be a pain. Probably better to do it this way. Excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat. Okay, stone goes in here, that'll do. Lovely. That is quite the pile. Almost an entire mountainside, in fact. Right, let's get back to designating these channel orders. There we go. No, don't do that! What was all that about? There we go. Diggy diggy. Channel. Beautiful. Okay, and then when they've dug this bit out, we'll be able to actually undesignate or unblueprint these. What's going on there? Oh, I bet they chopped a tree down. Shit. It's alright. They've got access to it. It's fine. It's not going to be that difficult. Presumably someone's coming to make the stairs. Let's not sit there watching it because it will feel excruciating. Definitely need to sort this stupid stockpile out. It's getting very silly. Okay, right, looking at the dies. Add new task. Die... Make die. Here we go. What can we make? Nothing until we get some empty bags. That's really fucking annoying. Ah, okay. What do we have? We've got jute thread, stray yew wool. Right, we're going to want to make some... What? Oh, clothes. There we go. So here, I'm going to make that, and I'm just going to make bags with whatever we've got. That's the current work, and then we're going to stop that and have like a proper textiles room here. Where all the clothes and bags and stuff will be made, whereas all the thread and the cloth is made over here. That's the theory. Come on. Stop using porcelain bricks! God! Yeah? Nearly done? Come on, there we go. So, work orders. Make... Oh, shit. We need to make cloth before we can even make this. Workshops. Clothing and leather, loom. We want a couple of looms. One there, one there. Let's get those moving. Good, good. There we go. Let's urgently spin that thread. Be nice to get the jute seeds out of here for sure. Oh yeah, I didn't put the proper tasks in, that's why. Work orders. Okay. So, process plants, particularly cotton. One at a time, as long as the amount of unrotten processable cotton plants is greater than 0. Cool. And this one, work orders, add process plants, in particularly jute. As long as the unrotten processable jute plants is greater than 0. Work orders. Process plants. Not just cotton, I want pigtails. Thank you, provided the amount of pigtails is greater than 0. Here we go. And then this one, work orders, add process plants, just the one. Cotton plant, jute plant, pigtail, cory bush, red spinach, rope reed. We've got rope reed left over. I hate rope reed. There we go. See, I want to use all the rope reed up on bags. So work orders, cloth, not clots, cloth bag. Make it out of rope reed. Make them one at a time, provided the amount of rope reed, unused rope reed cloth is greater than 0. Just turn all of our rope reed into bags. That's the plan. Add new task. Weave thread into cloth. Rope reed. And do that as long as the amount of unused collected plant, unknown frozen plant substance thread. What? Amount of cloth. That's not what we want. No, fuck. Stop. Work order. Weave thread into cloth. Make it rope reed, one at a time, provided the amount of... That's not what we want. The amount of cloth, material, rope reed, greater than... Oh, wait. No, not cloth. Oh, no, yes, this is the bag making. Yes, okay. Amount of rope reed cloth available is greater than 0. There we go. So this will make cloth out of rope reed. Bags out of rope reed for sure, but we also want yarn bags. So work orders, add... Why am I typing yarn when I could just type bag? There we go. Yarn bag. One at a time. Out of sheep wool. One at a time. Provided the amount of empty sheep wool bags is less than 2. And the amount of unused sheep wool cloth is greater than 0. There we go. And then this bad boy, work orders, add, weave yarn into cloth, one at a time, provided the amount of unused collected yarn thread is greater than 0. I think this will work. It should produce us some nice empty bags. I think. As we see more sandbags appear, we'll know what's going on. The gemstones, they're just getting gathered up too quickly. Every time I look at the stockpile, I have to quantum stockpile them. Okay, statuary's starting to go in. Hopefully this will sort the Miners Guild out and get them happy with their work, with their guild hall. Okay, bookkeeper's office. That was something I wanted, wasn't it? To keep looking at these numbers and it's going, yeah, you got some stuff. We're fairly confident. Which is not a good enough level of confidence for me. Right, did we dig all this up out here? We certainly did, meaning I can now deconstruct the top set of stairs and channel there. Cool. And then we'll come back in a minute. See what's what. Anybody? There we go. Here they are. Get that dug out. Diggy diggy. Diggy my wiggy. Well, they've taken the job orders up. We've got a few floors of balls, but they do need tidying up above and taking all the way down to the ground floor. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's better seen on the map, really. I feel like maybe I should be bringing the sort of cleft in a bit, but we'll stick with this for now. Come on, dig that final tile. There we go. And that means we can now deconstruct you and channel all of you. Wonderful. Let's walk away for a bit. Otherwise it would just be excruciating to wait. Okay, we're not quite ready to start doing anything with ores yet. I'll probably jumped the gun a bit putting all of this in, but you know what? It's useful when we need it. And we can make as many bricks as we want for a while before we have to go and do anything else with it. It's good. It's good. I should dig out more bedrooms. That's definitely a thing. So let's do that. I should really also be making more blocks. Lots more blocks. What are you doing? Sheep wool yarn, sheep wool yarn. Come on, I just need one empty flipping bag and then we can see what materials are available for making dye out of. It would be nice to bring all of them up. I need to take the textile plants out of the other stockpile, actually. That's probably going to help. Where is it? There it is. Custom. I take all the food out of it and move the food stockpile to... I was going to say this floor, but there's not really the space for it yet. Okay, I'm going to make a separate stockpile for food in the same basic area. There we go. Custom. Food. All meat, all fish, all eggs, all cheese, all fruit and leaves. Milled plants, fat, pastes, pressed materials, plant extracts, animal extracts, and miscellaneous liquids. Why not eggs? I thought I'd put eggs in there. And then for plants, I'll do all the drinks as well, just to be sure we've got them somewhere. And then for the plants, we need to go through one at a time. Alfalfa, artichoke, asparagus, bambara, groundnut plant, barley, beet, bilberry, bitter... Or, it's quicker to remove the ones. Cotton. Jute. Hemp. Pigtail. Rope reed. I'm sure there were more... Ah, well, I think I've got the majority of the important ones. There we go. So all the food can now move from this stockpile to this stockpile. Not at all laborious. Oh, we could make a dance hall for out of one. Well, the nuts are on multiple floors, so we can have one in a nut. And I suppose we can have a like high ceilinged dance hall. That's a possibility. Be very high ceilings though. Right. That's on the right floor now, so we can remove that at priority 1. There we go, and then this one can be removed at priority 5. When everything else is done. Actually, no, let's do it now, and then we can put the channel ordering in the right place. Oh, a ballroom. It's going to be the most testicular ballroom. There's going to be the most ballroom. I'll do my best to get one in there. A nice big dancing space in the testicles. Plenty of ballroom. Definitely need more statues. Excuse me. It looks like we've only got 2 bags in the entire fort. Oh, hello. Well, not anymore. Pause. Work order. No, add new task. There we go. Make dye. What are you talking about? Requires empty bag. Okay, now we have a bag. So we can make coffee bean dye. Olive leaf dye is a nice green one. And olive leaves, of course, not food. Guava leaf is yellow. Potato skin is white, weirdly enough. Rice husk. Red spinach. Definitely we want that. Want more of that, rather. So, red spinach leaf, olive leaf. Okay. Stockpile. And around these 2, we want accept food. What if I type in leaf? Do we get anything good there? No. So that means olive. No, not olive. Wait. I looked in the wrong pile, didn't I? Fruits and leaves. Here we go. Okay, so maybe I should just put all the leaves in there. Not cabbage leaf. Do I see any other, like, edible leaves? Is it quarry bush leaves? Okay, and then we can come down to this stockpile here. Custom food. Fruit leaves. LEAF. None. There we go. So don't put leaves in here, but do put them in the other stockpiles. Because as far as I'm aware, leaves are pretty much only used for dye making. Which, of course, might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. Sheep wool yarn, sheep wool bag. What we got in here? Jute. Nice. Now that there's more bags... Oh, why are we seeing these cancellations for collect sand still? That's weird. Garden crest leaf, that's a good point. That probably is edible. Maybe we should leave that. That is default DF. They have added a lot of dyes to the basic game. And you can now make all sorts of dye. The basic old dyes are still there, so bladeweed, sliver barb, red root, and dimple cups. They all still work. Actually, I should probably put a quern in, shouldn't I? Because they need to process the stuff in a quern. Unless I'm very much mistaken. Let's try and make red spinach leaf dye. And let's watch what happens. Will they just make it directly out of the red spinach leaf? I don't know, quarry bushes I find a little bit less useful because I've never made paper. But yes, I understand your sentiments there, Dimple. Now we can make dyes easily, though. Dimple cups are much more useful. Right, so the red spinach leaves don't need processing. No migrants this season. Oh dear. Oh, is quarry bush food? I thought quarry bush was basically only used for making paper. But that's not based on any like evidence. It's just me thinking that's how it works. Okay. 3 sandbags yet? No, only the 2. As we get more sand, we can start making glass stuff. That'll be good. Okay, you have to process the quarry bushes. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'll bear that in mind then. If there are food stuff, very good. There we go. Speaking of food, we'll start digging out the space for the kitchens, etc. Red spinach leaf dye. Easy peasy. Okay, good. So really we want to dye thread. But I want to wait for the stuff to come to this stockpile first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're getting plenty of cloth, sorry, plenty of wool and some jute, so that's nice. Not the highest value. I think pigtails are actually one of the best. So you process, because I never really used process to barrel, process to bag, that kind of thing. I don't know why. Can't remember what they do though, to be fair. I did check it up and I was like, oh, it's not what I thought it was. I have to look into it. Okay. We can weave thread into cloth, right? Yeah. Because there's also process into vials as well, and I think that gives you like fruit juice or wine or something. I know you can use them as like a thing to carry wine around in. You end up with like hundreds of bottles of wine, but I'm not entirely 100%. All right, this can definitely be de-blueprinted. There we go. Easy peasy. Ever so slowly eking our way towards the Miners Guild Hall of Value. It's just waiting on the statues, basically. Where I'm making them out of gabbro as well. They're not exactly high value of each. What's this one? Gabbro statue of Bogeyman. Worth 30. Will that put them over 1,000? I don't know, but we can always put more furniture in. For now, we're just sort of eking the values up little by little. Little by little, bit by bit. Not going to dig much of that out, are they, while we wait? Hide root. Oh, citron. See, hide root is actually a dye as well, so maybe we should take hide root out of here along with bladeweed and the others. Let's do that. Custom plants. Bladeweed, hide root, sliver barb, dimple cup. There we go. And then I can go up to the textiles room and add them to that stockpile. Add plants. Plants, sliver barb, bladeweed, hide root, and dimple cups. There we go. What have we got in here? Yak spleen and yak eye. What? No. Can't have prepared meals in here. Why are they there? Fuck's sake. Hopefully they're coming to move that. Oh, a dancer is visiting. Urist Toulon Boudin. Sounds like a dwarf. Interesting. Didn't realise we had any dancing space. How many chromite blocks have we got now? Maybe I can start building our entryway here. Oh, excuse me. It's nice to have a smooth obsidian wall here, isn't it? Maybe I'll start. By smoothing the obsidian walls and building a chromite floor. There we go. See how that goes. Okay, this can be removed. Don't need a carpenter's workshop up here. Why is the removal inactive? Definitely got to sort the seeds out. Got way more problems with seeds than we need. Mind you, that's ever the way, isn't it? Pits and seeds and all that jazz. Oh, they've made some glass goblets. There we go. Whoa. Let's have a look up here. How are we doing with our dining hall thing? Okay, so we're going to want to start moving the food up here anyway. Let's move all this dug stone out of the way for a minute. And put in a stockpile for uncooked food. There we go. Food. We don't want prepared meals. We want meat. We want fish. We want egg. Come back to plants. We don't want drinks. We want cheese. We want all of that except the leaves. There we go. Excuse my fart there. There is some stuff in there that is useful for dyes, but we'll sort that out in a bit. So food, fruit and seed, milled plants. All except dye. Don't want any of that. Is everything left flour? Yep. Fat. All but not tallow. Pastes. I don't know what. We're not making any of that at the moment, so that's fine. Cake, no. Extracts, no. And animal extract, no. Which, although technically does include milk. Okay, this feels good. And then we can put kitchens and stills in here. Workshop, farming, still. I want one here and one here. And then we'll also put in the kitchen. Here and here. And then if we go to the outside, let's temporarily stick in a fishery. What else have we got that might be interesting out here for farming? Not much. Oh, hives. We could stick out some hives because we do need to make someone a beekeeper. Got to make the hives first, though. Rimworld would like change your memory. You'll be like, oh, how do I do this? What? Oh, they're not the same game. They're not too similar, but the way they overlap is frustrating sometimes. I must admit, I'm more of a DF guy than a Rimworld guy. Again, DF is one of my favourite games of all time, so it would be hard to beat it for me. What's that? Cave wheat. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to make a mill. So maybe I put a windmill outside just for milling. It feels a bit dangerous, doesn't it? It's gonna get smashed to shit. I would much prefer to have an interior use. We can use this river, well, the brook. We can repurpose it. So this is the outflow. So it's coming from here. So in order to avoid destroying the river and emptying it out, we really want to be tapping it sort of closer to the edge. Somewhere like here. We'll come back to this. I'm not going to start starting waterworks at 2:10. We're too close to the end of the stream for these kind of long-term plans to be being done. We've got a lot of citrons, haven't we? Presumably a booze making thing. Not entirely certain on that one. Right. Have we got any more? No. No more sand. But why no more sand? They should be getting sand. That's one of the things they're supposed to be doing. I noticed this person disdains eloquence, which they're going to not like being described like that, for sure. Oh dear. Lots of sheep wool yarn. Where did the yak hair thread come from? Can you fucking dump this shite? No yak hair. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, let's make a dump here. Except, and then as the yak hair ends up in there, I'm going to throw it in the magma. Chuck it in the volcano. I hate yak hair, so annoying. Always appearing and causing us trouble. Blocking up our textile piles with unusable thread. Boo. Boo. Okay, they're cranking out the bags now. Good. I hope we have hemp growing in this area, because that's a really good crop for making clothes. You just get... Oh, there it is. No, that's jute. Okay. Looks a bit like hemp. Probably also very good. wonder if we can... Well, hemp we can actually grow in a farm, I think. I don't know if we can do that with jute. Oh, sneeze. Oh, pardon me. Oh, dear. There we go. Okay, they're starting to channel out over here as well, but that's going to take a while because they've got more pressing concerns indoors. Oh, no, they haven't. They finished this kitchen. That's good. Let's bring all the stone to the stone worker. There you go. Yeah, you'll just flip-flop backwards and forwards between knowing about RimWorld or DF. But never the twain shall meet. No Rimduff. No Dwarf Rim. Fortress World? Dwarf World. No, it doesn't work. There are a lot of bread emotes, I've noticed. All over the place. Everyone loves a bit of bread. Or maybe the slice of bread shape is iconic enough that you can fit it into a little emote. Maybe that's the secret. How much? Okay, we don't have that much wood, clearly, because they're not cutting more trees down. They'd be going a little bit more chop happy. Oh, someone just collected some sand. That's very good. I'm very happy with that. I think we should probably start making totems to get rid of these skulls. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. Oh, look at all the sheep. Nice. Nice. Pardon me. So, dining room here. Kitchens. Do I need to process any food? Let's put some farm workshops in here just to see. Farming. Excuse me. Get them done high priority, and then I can... Actually, I can already look in one of the textile ones, can't I? Add new task. Process plants, barrel, vial, shear animal, milk animal, make cheese. Oh yeah, we can make cheese with sheep, can't we? Problem is, though, if they don't put it in a stockpile quickly enough, it will just immediately turn into miasma and cause us problems, which I do not want. I do not want these problems. Ooh, I should also say, I should also limit them on rope reed. Okay, that's no good. That's not unused. Type. Again. No. Rope reed. Type. Cloth. Where do we get the unused? It's not in here, is it? Okay, yeah. So just what I did there, sorry to go quiet. Oh, I love a stinky cheese. But what I did there was make it so that they would only make sheep wool bags if there was no rope reed cloth to use. That's the theory, anyway. That's the hope, the dream, the plan! So ideally, I don't really want to be doing too much yarn dyeing. I want to save my dyes for the... hello, Genoways, welcome back. I want to be saving my dyes for the cloth rather than the yarn. Or maybe that's the wrong way to think about it. Maybe I'm going about that arse about face. Actually, let's not make these bedrooms just yet. I think I want to get a bit more serious about block production. Is this ready to be closed off? Absolutely it is. Do that as quick as you can, and then we'll wall that in. Pardon me. Hopefully they don't build that as someone's pulling the lever. That would be a bit annoying. Lever not building. Good. There we go. And then now we are no longer at risk of being attacked from our tap here. They have to go all the way to the top of the volcano and come back down again to get to us. Fuck you, fire imps. Ah, so what I did, so it's in here. So, I've got an order for sheep wool bags and rope reed bags. Rope reed says if the amount of unused rope reed cloth is greater than 0, make the bag. But on the sheep wool bag, don't do that. Work orders, sheep wool bag. What I've done is I've said only make it if the amount of sheep wool bags available is less than 2, the amount of unused sheep wool cloth is greater than 0, and the amount of rope reed cloth available is less than 1. So basically, if there's any rope reed cloth left, they won't make a sheep wool bag, but they will make the rope reed. Does that help? Was that any kind of clarification? Or have I just confused you more? Oh, nice. We've got a bit of cotton cloth, although really wish I had dyed that before weaving it, but yes. It seems a little ornate, but I've not really tried to do it before, but I'm giving it a go now. Oh, one of my friends has become addicted to Vampire Survivors. Poor man. We'll never see him again. Yeah, it's a nice little shape. Where I've been stuck with squares for so long, I'm kind of enjoying the ability to make all these different weird, not weird, but these different sort of like more varied shapes of rooms. Okay, we've got a lot of sheep wool coming in. Why is nobody hauling any of the foodstuffs up here? That's what I want to know. DYE materials. There we go. True. Yes, you can get a little bit of corridor to the next room, yeah. Didn't think of it that way. Just randomly doing it, going, yeah, this shape, that shape, why not, why not? Right, work or task first. Add new task, process plants. Okay, so clearly you can process quarry bushes. Let's give that a go. Let's see what happens when one processes a quarry bush. Excuse me. I'm yawning! The pigs love the temple for some reason. I really should set them up with their own place for hanging out. Earthenware bricks. Oh, we bought in some clay. For a second I thought we'd discovered clay just lying around somewhere, but clearly not. We've only got peat at the moment. Much as I would love some clay. Peat, peat, peat. oranges, guavas, willow fruits. I don't think I've ever had oranges before. It's nice. Dwarves can gorge themselves on orange juice. A 2-second ad. Very efficient. A blipvert. Is that what they were called? I can't remember. My memory of the Max Headroom character and series fades into history. Advert for drug driving. Are you driving sober? You fucking loser. Get some drugs in you. Oh, thank you. Here's a couple of heroines to get you going. Some arm heroines and some nose cocaines. Ah, I heard I thought they were just a sort of contrivance of that movie, but apparently not. Apparently not. The real deal. Like dicks in Fight Club. Excuse me. Oh, I've paused it. What an idiot. Sitting here. Ah, so quarry bush leaf then comes off of that. And what do you do with... You know what? I could just look this up, couldn't I? I could just go DF quarry bush. Let me do a Google. DF quarry bush. There we go. The quarry bush is one of 6 known subterranean crops, and as such it may only be grown underground, but can be planted in spring, summer and autumn. Harvesting a grown quarry bush will yield several leaves and an equal amount of quarry bush plants, which may be processed into yet more leaves at a farmer's workshop by selecting the processed plant to bag work order. You will need an empty bag available for the task. This will result in bags of quarry bush leaves, which will then be cooked in the kitchen to be edible. Well, they are edible. Quarry bushes cannot be brewed into alcohol. Processing quarry bushes at a farmer's workshop requires 1 bag and will produce 5 quarry bush leaves and 1 rock nut for every plant in a given stack of quarry bushes. Unlike, say, flour, quarry bush leaves do not need to stay in bags, but your dwarves will not usually take them out without micromanagement. Exception, leaves will be removed if taken for cooking while still in a farmer's workshop. It is also possible to use the generic processed plants job, which does not require a bag, on quarry bushes, but this will only yield 1 leaf per plant. As such, this should be avoided whenever possible. Cooking quarry bush leaves can result in very large stacks of prepared food, thus saving space in barrels in a fortress that relies on selling large, expensive stacks of prepared food. Quarry bush leaves are a great filler. A lavish meal made from whipped vine and dwarven cheese with 2 stacks of quarry bush leaves for filler is worth almost 10 times more than an easy meal made from wine and cheese alone. Some dwarves like quarry bushes for their grey leaves. Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise we could even cook them. Rock nuts are best grown in mountainous testicles. That's true. Yeah, so now we need to put quarry leaves in here rather than elsewhere. There we go. And that also means I need to come up to here and remove quarry bush leaves from the dye materials. There we go. Lovely. They're already in there. Olive leaf. Ah, we want that. Olive leaf is good because we want olive leaf dye, which is a lovely, nice green. Work orders. Make... Oh my god. Make olive leaf dye. 1 at a time, provided the amount of olive leaf dye available is less than 10, so don't make more than 10 bags. The amount of unrotten olive leaves is greater than 0, and the amount of empty bags available is greater than 0. Not satisfied, you say? What? Do bags in workshops not count? Oh, they've already been claimed for something. No doubt sand gathering. Let's have a look and see if our sand stockpiles have expanded. No. Not even a bit. Tell me they're not leaving it up here. Doesn't look like it. I really should be getting a bookkeeper. We're getting to the point now where it's impractical not to. I suppose we can put them on this floor, can't we? There's no reason why not. There we go. And then I will give them a big old fancy room. 8x8, that's too much. 7x7 is much more reasonable. So these are going to be offices for the bookkeeper and somebody else, I presume. Where was I? That was it. Don't dig too much of that, but do dig all of that. There we go. And that can be our broker's office. So many sheep wool bags, yet nothing seems to happen with them. Why? I feel like it would be nice to be able to actually, you know, pull them out and put them somewhere else. That would be highly functional. Okay, we're doing pretty good now. 1 or 2 more floors and the balls touch the floor. It's good. It's what you want. In this particular scenario. I mean, not in all scenarios. If my balls are touching the floor, I better be lying face down. Or in a deep squat. Actually, no, I could probably lie on my back as well. I am 46 this year. Ah, dear. The bookkeeper should be in the library. Oh, that's true. I haven't got a library yet, though. Oh, the bookkeeper. Dear, oh dear. Dearie me. Ideally, the graveyard should prevent us getting any ghosts. That's the dream. Oh, did they get it up to Guildhall? No. Oh, we failed the bloody order. Come on, guys. Crap. Alright, let's try something a little bit more effective. Oh shit, I could put a porcelain floor in the middle of some of the rooms. Oh, it's permanent though, isn't it? In it. Let's see how we do if we do that. There we go. Engraving, that might do the job. Process plants. One at a time. And then we do... Oh no, not like that. Oh dear. I beansed it. Quarry bushes. There we go. Right, it looks like everybody's home, ready for the hospital trip in a bit. Having blood tests done. Exciting. There we go. Let me just go and say hello to everybody. Right, there we go. Let me just pop this on here. There we go. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Food is starting to be a good thing. Although, doesn't seem to be moving anything up here. I know why. Because we've got this damn one down here, haven't we? So that can go. Bosh. No need for that food to be there. It can all go upstairs. That said, have I actually correctly designated the food stockpile? There's a chance I haven't. Meat, fish, eggs. We didn't do the plants, did we? No, we didn't. Okay. So we'll say all except... bladeweed. Actually, it's going to be easier if I do it like this. Root, sliver barb, jute, hemp, cotton, pigtail, what else have we got? Flax, that's another one. And rope reed. Rope reed. I think that covers most of it. It should be alright. And then they should bring most of the plants and fruit up to sit in that stockpile. Maybe. Okay, we'll leave them from processing the quarry bushes for now. So, still, we definitely want to be making stuff. So let's add a work order. Brew drink from fruit. I want you to do one at a time. And I want you to do, if the amount of drinks is less than 1,000. And the amount of seeds, don't care. Amount of unrotten fermentable leaves fruit is greater than 10. Greater than 0. And the amount of empty food storage items is greater than 0. There we go. That's what we want. And we also want that in there, but we'll come back to that in a bit. Maybe I should have made that a more general order. Damn. Oh well, never mind. We've got one still. Oh, we'll do this one with plants. Work orders, add, brew drink from plant. One at a time. The amount of drinks is less than 1,000. The amount of unrotten fermentable plants is greater than 0. And the amount of empty food storage items also greater than 0. There we go. Nice. That should end up with a bit of booze being made. And then we've got the kitchen. Add new task. Let's have a look at the workers. Anyone any actual good at cooking? I see no cooks. Okay. Free for anybody to use. Work orders. Prepare easy meal. Provided the amount of unrotten prepared meals is less than 100. Unrotten cookable solid items is greater than 0. And the amount of unrotten cookable items is greater than, I don't know, 0. Fuck it. Maybe I'll change the number of prepared meals. Let's keep it higher. 500. There we go. Good. So we've got some easy meals being prepared, and I should then put like a stockpile here that just takes prepared meals. There we go. The prepared meals can all go in there. Have we trimmed the balls yet? Not quite. Getting there. That's the dining room. We'll come back to that. Okay. They're working on it. That's the main thing. Oh, our broker's room. That's good. So, construct me a bit of floor there and there. Oh, cannot be done. Well, you know what? Let's just make it a crude room. Does the broker even need an office? Does the bookkeeper even need an office? No relevant skills. Well, in that case, let's go with a peasant. Oh, we don't have any peasants. Mostly herbalists. Let's go with this one. There we go. They do need an office. Fine. Cancel construction. Let's get some furniture in. Chair. Boom. Furniture. Table. Bosh. Done. And I also need to order up. No, that's not how you do it. Click there. Add. Now you can click in this box. There we go. Throne. Rock throne. Rock throne. There we go. And we want a table as well. Rock tables. There we go. That should push enough of them through. One starving, dehydrated, or drowsy unit. It's a pig. It's a little piglet. Oh, no, it's not. It's a stray reindeer. Okay, well, you should definitely be butchered. Let's go to the butcher's workshop. Add new task. No. Try again. Okay, you can't access auto butcher via that. That's fine. Auto butcher. There we go. And then reindeer. Don't keep any of them. Just kill them. Turkeys, on the other hand, not so worried. We can keep those. They lay eggs. They'll be fine. They're not going to cause us problems. But the reindeer, please, slaughter immediately on sight. Right, these can go. We don't need that anymore. The fishery can stay out here just because. It's probably the easiest way. Oh, silty clay. Furrowed silty clay. I can't believe it. It's right at the gate. When did that get exposed? All right. Let's do a clay collection area. There will do. Accept. Go. And now we've got clay available. We can actually start gathering it up. Oh man, the brick making is going to be much faster. Collect clay, repeat, add new task, collect clay, repeat. There we go. And they just collect clay and make it into bricks. Very, very good. I don't know if the engraving is going to be good enough. Oh, it might be. The turquoise room. Oh no, sorry, that's the this is the Herbalists Guild. And theirs is currently at 1.5 grand. Alright, we can go a little bit more. Can we also do the floor under the under this? Is this possible? It'll do. There we go. Hopefully that'll push us a little bit higher on the value. Rose quartz. Who could possibly have imagined such riches? Okay, so let's channel down at tier 5 again. We're really getting there now. Careful now. Damn it, there's always one left over. One there, and then this one needs to be done first. Otherwise it's going to cause absolute fucking chaos. Pardon me. Oh, there we go. Nearly there. There we go. Bonk. Ooh, you cheeky little... couple of little tag bits left over. There we go. Right, now. that got those cleared. That's good. That's getting done. Okay. Good. In fact, if I do channeling on tier 1, that'll get done quicker, won't it? Better. Better, better, better. No worries. Well, the grumblers were at 10 previously, so they're going down. The numbers are depleting. Why is that not being channeled out? Oh, tier 5, thank you. There we go. We dug all this out now? I think so. Good. There we are. Okay. So we're nearly down to ground level, making this much harder to climb. Look how flat those surfaces are. Haven't even smoothed it. Oh, what's this? Oh, peat. Okay. Well enough known. We are going to have to cover this salty clay, I think, because, well, if we don't, it's going to overgrow. And that's not optimal for making bricks with it. We started making any earthenware bricks yet? No. Still. Why is there so little sand? Cancels dig terrain. Or cancels dig dangerous terrain? Question mark. Where did that get cancelled? Let's not watch that dig. It'll take forever. It will take forever. Okay. Oh, the broker's office. Did that get furnished yet? Which floor is it? This one? Not quite. But we can put a door on it. I don't think it actually needs the furniture in to become functional. There we go. Office. There we are. Done. And then assign to broker. No. It wasn't that, was it? It was the bookkeeper. That's what we want. There we go. So now the bookkeeper's got the office they want. Presumably. Meaning we will start seeing more accurate numbers on stuff, which is useful. Slightly annoying that they're not bringing some more of this stuff up quicker, but okay. Whatever. Maybe I should just auto-dump a lot of this. If I do that, and then I come up to here, they can decide what does and doesn't go in there. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, brilliant. Miasma in the food zone. Just what we needed. Because I've put some rotten prepared sheep bane and kidneys in there. Very effective. Ideal maneuver. Okay. So the Herbalist Guild is getting towards value, but the rest of them aren't really making it. Maybe it just needs more engraving. There we go. Let's do all those. Top it all off. Oh, hold on. I noticed an error there. Boop. Need to de-blueprint it. De-blueprint it? That's not how it goes. Right. Withered whipvines. Withered rice plant. Withered cassava. Okay, we've got loads of plants that have gone rotten. What we need to do is move that elsewhere. Sorry. Where do I move the plants to get rid of the miasma? Outside, really, is the only genuine option. Oh, look, someone's taking the reindeer for butchery. That's good. And hopefully someone will bring all these plants in. Okay. Still got plenty of good stuff there. It's not all withered. Plenty of mugs, a few cups. Ended up with a bit of jute thread down here. Why are they bringing all the thread down here? I've really got to get on top of this. In fact, maybe I should just mute this stockpile. It's just causing confusion. There we go. There we go. And now it makes sense to put out here a refuse, maybe a corpse stockpile. Let's do a corpse stockpile like here. No. Oh, fuck it. Just here we'll have to do. Accept corpses. And then we also want a refuse pile near the Craftsdwarf workshops so we can have all the bones and skulls and whatnot in there. Accept refuse custom. I don't want body parts. I don't want corpses. I don't want items. And I don't want hair or wool. But otherwise, just go bonkers. Bring it in, dump it there, we'll make stuff with it. It'll be great. Everybody loves a dog skull totem. How much is this place worth now? 2,000. Oh, maybe it did succeed, I'm not sure. Regardless, the value is climbing. Maize plants, red spinach, cassava, whipvines, pendant amaranths. Right, it's all getting brought up here, that's good. Part of me wants to make separate stockpiles for different materials, but that is an act of insanity when it comes to food. There's just too many different types. Gathered up a lot of olive leaves, but not much else. Oh, I've just realised the textile plants we've got in here are actually dye plants. We don't want those. We want to get rid of bladeweed, dimple cup, hydroot, sliverbarb. We don't want those in there. Just jute and whatnot. Lots of seeds. Mind you, I suppose processing the plants does actually release the seeds, so that would make sense. Ah, look, the bookkeeper numbers are no longer estimates. They're accurate counts of how much we have. Beautiful. Why's there red spinach in here? We don't want that. Oh, red spinach leaf is different from red spinach. Ah. Add new task, process plants. Can I process red spinach? I can. Okay. What other plants have we got? Quarry bushes, artichokes, blood amaranthes, and artichokes. Well, don't really care about that. Red spinach we do though, because that will produce a lovely dye. Nice olive leaf dye. Let's do it with spinach in here. Work orders. Make red spinach leaf dye. One at a time. Provided we've got less than 10 dyes. Greater than 0. Empty bags. Greater than 0. Good. There we go. And then we should dye thread and then weave the thread. Then again, I don't know how much we've got that isn't just sheep wool yarn. Custom cloth, all plant threads, all silk threads, and all yarn threads. Undyed. Colour, all colours. Cool. They should end up in there, and then we should be able to dye them and weave them. Dye weaver, I believe you can weave with dyed thread easily. Brr. Pardon me. Right, how are we doing for booze? We have barrels available. That's good. No prepared meals, which is not true because there are coffee cherry biscuits in here right now, which should definitely be being put in there. Little bastard. Oh! Who now is at high enough value? So the Farmers Guild and the Fenced Sect are still waiting. So the Herbalist Guild should now be a proper guild hall. Yes, nice. Okay, good. That bodes well for all of these actually being properly fulfilled, which is nice. There we go. Oh, why the yak hair thread? Please. Fucking get rid of it. I don't want it. Dump it. Where did I put the... There it is. There's the dump. As soon as the yak hair thread ends up in there, I'll have to dump it into the magma. Come on, guys. Dump the yak hair. It's not needed. Oh, they're making more olive leaf dye. Why is that? Surely it's not ready yet. Gonna need to dye some stuff as well, aren't I? Dye thread. Ah, it doesn't let you choose what kind of thread you're dyeing. That's a little awkward. Still though, could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Oh, it's nearly 3 o'clock. I'm going to have to go in a sec. Let me quickly look for somebody to raid. Let's have a look. Here we go. Anyone? The Smitchell is playing Dwarf Fortress, so we could raid them. Let's just do a quick check to see if anyone else is playing, because we raid the Smitchell pretty often. B-Ray Toast is already streaming, but we'll give let's give B-Ray a go. Not raided them before. Let's give him a clack. A clack? Oh, I say B-Ray. It could be Bray. There we are. Copy. Let me get Raidy. /raid. Not retaid. Raid. And then paste the name. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure streaming for you. Which camera is it? That one. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow for another one. Ta-ta for now. Bye.